Hey y'all, how are you guys doing today? Um, Hello to those who will come in a little later. Hey Bolo, hey Vince. Today's been pretty interesting. Well, since the interview, of course, I've had mixed reviews. Some people, hey Captain Wolf, hey Lacola. Some people on certain sides felt like I shouldn't have did the interview due to, maybe it bringing more mess to the sex. Hey, realist, what's good? To more mess in involving myself in mess. And I don't know if you guys have. Hey, Ty, what's good? I hope you do a review on my live the other day. Hey, bald head Wayne. I believe sometimes when you do interviews on people, that's just like if somebody, and I'm just gonna name this particular person. You guys know that I had some situations with a content creator named Sis, and someone wanted to do a interview on the situation with me and that person, and this person was a neutral person um and doing the interview. um I understand that it's an interview, and especially if that person is neutral. Now, if the person is biased, then something. Hey, Alpha, some things would Ty doing the dancing videos. Hey, D, some things would be questionable if the other person that's interviewing is biased and more on that person that's talking about me, side. But if a person is neutral, they're actually trying to understand. And I didn't pull anybody's leg to do an interview. Every interview I have done, I have asked tough questions. Um, that's anybody that does an interview. If you watch Oprah, if you watch Diane Sawyer, if you watch Barbara Walters, any of her interviews, you will see that people ask questions. They want to know. And a part of being a good interviewer is you nosy. You're nosy as hell. So when I do interviews, hey Ernest, I'm not trying to be messy. And I did go over to see his chat, and that's really been forbidden for me because I really don't fool with Sis. But since he was playing my live without asking, I thought I should grace his chat to let him know I see that you're using my live again, and I've flagged you a number of times and to kind of go on your way. The reason why I did that because I felt like he probably was twisting gangs and reps, and I'm gonna get you because I don't if I flag somebody, I will tell them I flagged them. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, as he was doing it, I came in the chat and I even got on the panel to let him know the reason why I did the interview. And if if Moonlight had been here because I did invite her, and she politely went ahead and said she didn't want to be here to do the interview. She would have known everything that was said. Like, I don't hide anything that I do on any interviews. Interviews are very controversy at times. There's a lot of controversy behind interviews when you're doing it. So it's not that just because you do an interview and ask questions, you're not hey brown skin, you're not trying to be a messy bitch. Hey the beef. And boy, some of those women and those trolls over there, they hate me. I mean, how can you hate a person you don't even know? But they hate me over there. So that's good and everything. I don't have a problem with that because I don't know these folks no way, and they definitely don't know me. But I thought it was pretty interesting. So Moonlight was very disappointed that I did the interview. Oh, okay. Thank you, Games and Reps. I appreciate it. I don't know if I spoke to you, the beef and brown skin. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing, brown skin? Dimples, aka Dimples. Um, yeah, so I really did the interview. Like, I even want to do an interview with brown skin because so many people don't like her because of the persona that she has on here. But it's kind of like I wanted people to kind of see her, Jocelyn, and not brown skin. But people, they have their. I like to interview people that have, um, you know a reputation, or people don't like them, or a crazy situation. I like to interview people like that. That's just a part of what I do. That's what I like to do. But I understand, in this sector, especially in this sector, I won't be doing that anymore. And because I understand in this sector, I'm assuming it's a beef sector. It's a roasting sector. So people get in their feelings when you interview certain people, especially if it's about them. And I get it to an extent. I do. So I won't be doing it anymore. No, games and reps. I won't be interviewing. um I really don't. I'm gonna keep my content the way it's been. But yeah, these people talking about I was the messiest bitch, and I'm like, my God, I was a lying bitch. I'm like, I don't even know these folks. Hey, Liz, good to see you. How you doing? So I was all these names, and I was just trying to figure out, did I sleep with these folks? Did I have a conversation with some of these people you don't even know? And then they hide behind troll names, so you don't know exactly who it is. I have my suspicions on who it might be. Some, and most of the time it'd be one or two people that be having troll names. But yeah, so I was all kinds of names over there. But to be fair, Sis did give me the opportunity to explain what I was actually right, Lacola, the very disrespectful. And then they're talking about other men disrespecting women. I'm like, I don't know if it's men or women disrespect, because on them troll accounts, you don't know if it's a man or a woman. But I wish they would let me see who they was so I can know exactly who I'm dealing with, you know. But at the same time, I really didn't get upset because guess what? None of these people know me. And I'm starting to let a lot of this stuff roll off my back like water on a duck's back. Hey, CK. I'm sorry, CX. Then we got my uh former moderator, Melly. My goodness, I didn't know I got Botox. He called me Botox Betty. So that was pretty hilarious. He said that I lied and said that I told Mob Uncut that he was bullying people in the chat. Well, I didn't say that, but he was saying some really rude comments, and I'm like, I don't know who you talking about, bruh, but I don't have a problem with you, but it seems like you have a problem with me and a few other people in here. So here he calls me Botox Betty, and I don't even understand where that came from. I've never used Botox. I don't have to use Botox. So I had a really interesting, hey CC, I had a really interesting time over there. Really interesting. But I got some things, hey Gary, got some things off my back to kind of let him know, hey, don't be creating a narrative. This is why I did the interview and everything like that. And that's the way it should be. People should just look at it an interview. But I get, I can't help people's feelings, how they feel. But I definitely, since I know how kind of people folks love the mess. Yeah, and they calling me messy. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? Excuse me, guys, excuse me, folks. But I'm like, how dare you gonna call me messy when y'all in the? But I'm like, okay. So anyway, I won't be doing interviews anymore over here. It will be people that you don't even know. The only time I might would do an interview, it would be an exception if it's somebody that I feel like um doesn't, that I feel safe to interview, you know. um and only I would know that. Um Yeah. What you talking about, Ty? If you would like to come up, you can. I'm gonna put my link in the chat. But I'm not gonna do no interviews over here. These people they be thinking something, and now uh I'm a snake in the grass, I guess, but I didn't know doing an interview and would do that. So I won't be doing any interviews over here. I'm going to stay in my lane. I just wanted, like anybody else, to talk about something other than some of the things that I was talking about. And that's why I did this. And because this is a sector, this is the beef sector, right? So, yeah. What's up, PY?
Listen, exactly what they want you to do. All right, now your last guest, I don't care for him, but no way, no how will I ever say, come at you any type of way or try to get you to stop doing interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what they want you to do. I mean, I ain't telling you what to do, but my advice is fuck them. Fuck everybody that don't want you to do interviews. Like it, I mean, that's part of it is. It don't matter what you do. It's gonna be somebody that don't like what you're doing, which means you're doing a good job. If people hating on you, you're doing something right. And we done had this conversation multiple times. I would
Mhm.
do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do.
Yeah. But see, the thing about this, TY, that I'm not a person that's into the beef and everything like that. Like, I was just trying to have a honest conversation and talk about it, because the thing is, this happens a lot. You talk to people behind the scenes thinking it's safe, and then something happens between the two, and someone decides, hey, I want to go public with it, right? And then
Yeah.
you have all the stuff, the after facts that comes behind it. Well, everything became public. That's why I talked about it, because other people were talking about it. So with other people talking about it, I thought it was okay for me to do an interview to talk about it as well. So to keep myself clear, I realized that that might not be for me, because I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody on
You
here.
don't
No.
have to. But see,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You don't have to go back with no. Let them say whatever the fuck they want to say, and you just keep it moving on to the next interview. Let them keep talking about it.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because, like I said, I was just trying to. Okay, I think you are a great interviewer. I thank you. I appreciate it. But like I said, it just it's interesting to me how some people can do it, and some people can't.
But you
So,
know what it does? If they talking about what you did, it's gonna let people in they chat go check out what you did. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's gonna bring fresh eyes to it. And even though they in the chat, they might not say nothing or they might troll it, but they still when they checked it out and they're gonna check it out in the future. So like I
Yeah.
said, I would keep doing it. Let them be mad. Let them talk their shit. It just
Right.
brings more attention to you. And like, listen, this YouTube shit, it is people that actually enjoy what you do and enjoy the content. You gonna have those trolls that's gonna try to say the shit to keep you and discourage you from going forward and doing your shit in your lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I say I don't want to be. People like to try to paint you just because you do a certain thing, like a snake in the grass, and I'm like,
Man, if I let people
interview.
if I
Okay.
let people get like you what you doing, if I let people do that to me, I wouldn't be on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, let them dance. He said,
It's
Alphabet got.
like look, like Alpha trying to troll me. If I let that bother me, I would be on YouTube right now. That stuff like when I hit that end button or I turn this app off, I'm not thinking about nothing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If I come on here, I already know what to expect, and now I embrace it. Like, yeah, bring it on, bring it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep it moving.
Right. So I get it in TY, and I knew you
Take a
was gonna
day or two and think about it. Don't let them discourage you or nothing like that. If the next person pop up and you want to interview them, all you can do is reach out. If they decline, oh well, on to the next. And nobody should get mad about who you interview. They shouldn't.
Yeah, 'cause like I say, it is what it is, and I felt like hey, Don,
And then
I
you
felt
know what? You should still interview brown skin lady.
Yeah, brown skin lady wasn't feeling it, but so
But like, yeah,
I wanted people to see, like I said, when I was my motive for interviewing her was to for people to see Jocelyn. Um, and like I said yesterday or the day before, um, people they gonna like who they like, they're gonna hate who they hate. That's just a given. Like I don't, that's just life. But when I do interviews, I want people whoever I interview, I want it to be like they see that person as a human and
but
not
guess what?
they.
This is YouTube. You're not gonna get people to see them the way you see them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? This YouTube is different. It ain't like people actually got morals and stuff like that. The morals in their real life, they don't bring into YouTube. You see that.
Mhm.
People in real life, no way how they act on YouTube, they act like this in real life. It's no way.
I don't
I
know.
mean, maybe some people, but I feel like this is a gateway to act a fool. This is a gateway to be somebody that you ain't. This is a gateway to do things you normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody was interviewing in a park, you wouldn't go by and walk by and start heckling them and you wouldn't do that.
Right. Right. So yeah, I'm good like with it, but I hear what you're saying. It would have to be somebody that is really somebody I want to interview to do it because right now I don't want to get nobody in this sector because these
I got
folks.
you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you take one thing and run with it, and it's not like that. So, if that's how it wants to be done, then hey, I just can't rock with that because these folks ain't finna stress me out. But I will talk about certain things, and my point of doing it was because, like I said, it happens. People fall out on YouTube all the time. You
I
got
don't fall out with nobody. I don't know what you're talking about on that.
yeah, but I'm just saying. But for the
I'm
most
joking.
part,
I'm
some
joking. But on that
yeah,
note, I'm about to get back to this SmackDown. I'm just checking you out. I wanted to come up and don't get discouraged about this YouTube shit. Don't. You got so much going on in your real life. This is
right,
minor. For real.
right. So, are you going to do a reaction of it, or you're
I
not going
is. I is.
to?
Let
Okay.
me get some of that hate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay. I appreciate you, Ty.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. I'm gone.
Um, yes, yes, yes. And I appreciate I don't care what people say. Hey Don, how are you? I don't care what people say about TY. TY, for me, he's always been the same across the board because TY is a lot of folks don't like TY, just kind of like me. But he's always been consistent with me. And I've never had a problem with him. So yeah, I really haven't. So I wanted to go on and talk about the video that John Show did. I don't know where John is. He's probably asleep. I don't know. But I did reach out to him. And he wanted to, we were going to go over his live. TY crazy. And we was going to go over his live on what he was saying about Garrick. Him and Garrick have had this on and off thing. They would talk, as, men, and then after a while, it gets a little crazy. Hey, the word, how are you? Hi, Don. I hope I spoke to you. And they kind of had a back and forth with with the situation. It kind of had something to do with it, but I think it's more with them, not agreeing or seeing eye to eye on something. So I'm gonna play some here. Selena, you forgive me. I forgive you, Games and Reps, but you got to be careful about what y'all be putting in the chat because what it does it starts rumors, and especially when a person didn't do it. Like I told Sis, if I flagged you, I will tell you I flagged you, and I went right in his chat. I've never did that before, but I'm not scared of nobody on here. You know what I'm saying? Now before I wouldn't have did that, but I'll come. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you? Thank you. I Now I'm getting to where now I'm gonna go right in your chat. You talking about me, especially if you're using my content. So I had to when his live went down. I'm like, don't be putting lies in the chat like I had something to do with that, because I had nothing to do with that. And I don't want nobody coming at me saying I flagged nobody's live. So I had to say that, and I typed in the chat, then I unsubscribed, you know. So let me share this, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Not the link, but I'm gonna pin it on here just in case the people that are supposed to be up here finally come in. But I hope everybody is having a good day. Really, I really do. But I just had to kind of share that with you because that kind of got me off guard. I don't like when people try to paint something about me that's not true. But I can't help it what people think about me at this point. People are they gonna think what they think. Thank you. Will I be your Valentine's? I sure will. Just like I said, just don't do that no more. Because I have to clear my name a lot of times. I have people calling me a lying ass bitch. I have people saying that I'm fake and I'm the messiest bitch. I'm like, I tell you, I have been everything but a child of God for people that I have never met. So it's pretty interesting, but that's just what people do. So yeah, don't do that the next time, realist. But I do not realist, games and rep. I do appreciate you apologizing. Because most people would not do that. So thank you for apologizing, games and reps. So I have no problem with Moonlight. I again, like I said at the end, I really do hope that people that the best for both of them, Garrett and Moonlight. I did speak to Garrett, and he can tell you I've told him plenty of times that was not the best idea. Did I pull his arm to do an interview? Absolutely not. I did not pull anybody's arm. And the reason why I did that was to show that this kind of stuff does happen. People do fall out. I've had it happen to me plenty of times. So people you were cool with and you're no longer cool with them. Selena, I went through that. Folks lied on me and tried to destroy me for real. Right, Lacola. And like I said, and especially when you are just trying to do your content, you're just trying to do something different. My content's always about encouraging and trying to inspire and inform people about different subjects. It's never about trying to hurt or harm anybody. But again, if that's what people want to think, hell, that's just think it. 'Cause, I mean, I can't make you think no other way. But I did the interview because it was people were talking about it. It was something that I feel like that goes on with YouTube. So it was not meant to hurt anyone, and that's for real. It was just to have a conversation, really, because it happens. Do I hate that I did it? Absolutely, I do now.
In the bushes listening and shit. That's why he keeps
Let
saying
me
so
know if
many
you
shit
guys
he
can
said.
hear
And I
this.
was trying to advocate for him because I want him to keep
Now,
being the
this
way he
is
is because
John's
that is
show.
funny to watch. Like I
John's
said,
show has a problem. Some people may call him a detractor of bus life. John's show has a problem with Garrett and whatever he did on his platform that day. So that's what I'm going to be playing. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but it is Mr. 86 cents ain't got no sense. You still talking, boy. So I guess Garrett was still talking about him and they had their going back and forth. So let me see if I can get the right. Okay.
talking about this shit. Bitch ass niggas. You hear me? They tried to they tried
Let me go
I
back.
was we first of all, I was
You struggle streaming, y'all. Just be patient with me.
that's the earlier. he was going off on you goofy ass niggas. So I was like, damn, he had a call. You know, sometimes when the shorties call, you gotta stop the YouTube and shit. That shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? Can't have no live when that's going on. So shit, I'm about to pick up the baton and talk about these goofy ass niggas. Like yesterday, I was up there and motherfucking greedy cookies goofy ass came up that drink, right? And I
Hey,
was
brown skin, aka Dimples.
telling, I was
Hey,
peeping.
How are
boo.
you?
I'm good. How about you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your video that you got
No, go
playing.
ahead. Do you have something you want to add?
Yeah. Hope you're doing well. I wanted just to, I'm kind of discouraged. I'm not discouraged, but I'm kind of I hate that you are not doing something you're so good at anymore because of folks that are in their feelings. It's always gonna be somebody who's gonna have something to say.
Right.
Especially if am I too loud? I'm sorry, I got my earbuds in.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Um, Especially if like okay, you're saying that you have an idea of like who it was that was like talking this. Like they're always gonna have something to say.
Oh yeah.
Like don't let
Mhm.
that discourage you. If you're good at something and like that's your niche, then do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
and I get that, but it's I don't think that's the problem. I think it's this sector. Like I wouldn't do any interviews in this sector, like the bus life sector or people surrounding around it, because
Mhm.
you have people that you're cool with. You might be cool with two different people, and guess what? They both fall out with each other, right? So then you
Mhm.
decide, okay, one of the persons like, hey, I would like to talk about it because they have been talking about it all this time, right? So you do an interview, not knowing that it can be a sensitive subject for maybe another person, another party, right? So that's
Mhm.
the thing that I kind of didn't take into account before I actually
Mhm.
did it. So that's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna continue to interview people, just not in this sector. I don't think that
Okay.
that's great idea, and I don't think it is. And I try to do a lot of risks. I try not to always be safe because that's what I usually do. I try to do safe content where
Mhm.
some people that I don't want to use it will not use it. So I try to do safe content, and I say and also stay true to myself. But every now and then I try to do, hey Tamika, I try to do stuff that's a little risky, a little some
Mhm.
controversy behind it. But with controversy, you got people that will see you as messy, you that are trying to stir up more problems, or you have people trying to see you as a snake when you're like, I'm just doing an interview. I
Right.
and I feel like in interviews, I try to be very unbiased when I do interviews,
Mhm.
right? I
Right.
try to allow however I feel, I try to allow the other person speak and another person speak, and really give my unbiased opinion. The only thing that I was very upfront about and said this was wrong was when Garrett went and did that publicly and said what he said. I was against that because
Mhm.
I believe if I'm your friend, right? And
Mhm.
I'm talking to you behind the scenes and we talk and we have each other's number, why couldn't you
Mhm.
have given me a call? Why couldn't you have went your own way without making a public announcement? Now, he has his reasons for doing it. I still don't agree with it, but I still try to always remain neutral in the interview.
Mhm.
Um, but it
Yeah.
wasn't seen as that. It was seen as, you know, I was being messy or I was being a snake, and I was just like, wow. So I just said, you know what? To keep from going around this same scenario, this same thing with my name being me being a messy or me being a snake, I won't do any interviews in this sector just to
Mhm.
stay out of the way, you know.
But but
Uh,
but you did offer the other side though, right? Didn't you offer the other side a chance
yeah,
to come up and
exactly. I did. I did.
okay.
I did. So I always try to do things in decent and in order, even though sometimes I
Mhm.
don't always get it right. I do try to think about, okay, what would this other person think, and if that person does have something to say, let me make sure they have the chance to be there and to have
Right.
a chance to speak on whatever they want to speak on. And if
Right.
that person declines, you know, I still have content like other people have content, right? They discuss things that can be seen as messy. They talk about people all the time. And I'm not talking about, I'm just saying people in general in this sector and out of this sector, especially if they have something to do with the beef. People gonna talk about people. Are they gonna have opinions about people, right? So I just was like,
Right.
I think that because I don't want to be in a negative light with doing stuff, sometimes I think that I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna let you have it, brown skin, because you good at it. You
Okay.
like
But but okay, this is my thing too. I hope you can still hear me. I just took my earbuds out.
yeah, go
Um,
ahead.
okay, so and this is my thing, right? Wouldn't you want to be if you're having a situation with somebody, wouldn't you
Mhm.
want that interviewer to be unbiased and to be, cordial towards both parties? Like,
I would
isn't that
think
like the
so.
ideal?
That's what I was kind of saying earlier. I said, when I'm doing stuff, I like to make sure that I'm not looking at it in on just one side,
Right.
because I've been where that other person was when people had
Hmm.
kind of shared, even though some of it was lies, a lot of it was lies, shared certain things that I said behind
Hmm.
the scenes and put it publicly. So I've
Hmm.
been in the position like that. So I
Right.
understand.
Yeah.
So, but I never had the opportunity to defend myself that as much as me. That's why I had to one time, I went on Trey Coolion's, that's when he was on YouTube, and then
Hmm.
I and that's when I started creating my own channel, because I said, you know what? I'm not, since nobody is giving me the chance to really say my piece, but like I said, that one
Uh-huh.
person, I'm going to create my own channel,
Uh-huh.
right? So that's what I did. So if I wish somebody that was hearing all of this stuff, I wish somebody would have interviewed me and kind of asked me, well, what happened on your end? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's how I would
Right.
look at it. But everybody has their way of doing things, and my thing that I always say, hey 7G07, what you say? Hey Selena, just came to say that thumbnail. Oh yeah. It's just, it's I'm like, nah, I ain't got time for that. I
Yeah.
don't have time to be going back and forth with people. I don't care that much. And
That's crazy though. Why are people
it
going back
is
and forth with you though? You ain't did shit to nobody.
right. But
That's
but let's
I'm sorry. It's
let
fucking
some people
stupid.
tell it I'm the messiest bitch on YouTube, and
Yeah.
so I was just like, you know what?
What's
I
that definition of messy? Because obviously it must be fucking opposite day in Bikini Bottom.
yeah,
Because you certainly are not. That is crazy to me.
this whole sector is messy,
Yeah.
right? This whole sector was
Yeah, I'm with
based
it.
off, especially when Kwame Brown started, he started what? Talking about, he was roasting people. This is a roasting sector. This is a messy sector, a beef sector. That's what it is. Now, I consider myself on the outskirts. I still have people that are in certain, in the Kwame Brown sector and different sectors that I still, talk to and support. But at the same time, I'm outside of this sector, right? So I just be trying to do something different with my channel so my channel can grow. If other
Mhm,
people, hey Bolo, other people's channel can grow, I want my channel to grow. So I
mhm.
might sometimes feel like, well, let me talk about something that's a little risque, right? But
Yeah.
not too much, because that's not, I'm not about, going, like I said, doing all that back and forth. So I do interviews to get to know why people do the things that they do. And I thought that's what you do in interviews. I don't know,
So
but
what kind of channel do you want to have at the end of the day? Like, what kind of channel do you want to have? What
I
kind of stuff do you want?
you know what? I want to interview interesting people all over, like from
Okay.
celebrities to different types of people, especially people that have actually went through things in life.
Hmm.
I would love to interview people. Hey, Marissa, I would love to interview people that like that. You know, different people, like I said, that have went through struggles, that have came out and become where they are. Because I could even like even your story with where you came from and all the controversy that you had to deal with on here. I some things like that I find interesting. I
Hmm.
find um asking people questions about why they do certain things and stuff like this. That kind of stuff interests me
Yeah.
because I mean, you know, you're in you had to go through psychology
Yep.
and you understand about having to read not read people's minds, but to observe people's and their
And
actions
assist.
and
Yeah.
assess kind of what you think may be some of their problems and things of that nature. So that's kind of what the kind of content, and also I like to do content where it's encouraging people or informing people. So I
Hmm.
really have a wide kind of variety of what I really want to do. It's kind of weird. I just don't have one thing that I actually want to talk about.
So
So
you really and truly want to focus on people and their story and
yeah,
encouraging people with other story. Okay.
exactly. So when I
Yeah.
do interviews, and sometimes it might not be so encouraging. It may be a lesson learned on what to
Yeah.
do and what not to do. And
Yeah.
that was the basis of me doing it. Besides, I
Okay.
felt like it
Okay.
was good content,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but people will, you know, sometimes twist it to be something that it's not. And
Right.
that's why I'm like, that's why I say with this sector, I don't see that happening. I don't want to
Well,
do
and
that.
you know what too? I think that in the way you go about
Brown skin,
want to grow.
you went dead.
Can you
I
hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I think that the fact that the way you do things, the way you go about reaching out to other sectors and different people, because like you
Mhm.
can come in here and like look in the chat and like you don't recognize everybody, and
Exactly.
that's not the norm around here. So you're definitely going about it and putting in the efforts and using different strategies and reaching out to different people. So kudos to you for
Thank
using
you.
that to grow your channel. So I definitely want to acknowledge that.
Thank
Um, and so yeah, I mean, it definitely can be done. I just know that I mean, you're going to run into situations where it's going to be somebody who may not like you might interview me, ask me something. And what if I
you.
bring up, a situation with somebody else? They're going to have an issue. Like it's always people are all
Exactly.
sometimes people will always have an issue. Um, but I think folks should see that you're a genuine person and you try to be unbiased, and they should respect that.
I try, but again,
Mhm.
you have to have the eyes and the to see it. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and that's why a lot of times you can't have preconceived notions or
Right.
assumptions about people. You actually have to observe people and kind of see where people are coming from before you start, you know. But if you have some preconceived notions already, because
Mhm.
we all know YouTube makes people very paranoid about people because
Child,
it's hard to
telling
trust
you.
people. When your trust has been broken, you feel like you got to watch everybody. You got everybody kind of like suspect. So you got to be careful that that doesn't become your view on everybody,
Right.
because it could be something simple that you could actually be turning around and making it more than
Yep.
what it is.
Yep.
So it's really
Absolutely.
good to not have preconceived notions about people, and really kind of just get to just observe folks and watch
Observe
them,
for
you know,
yourself. For
and
yourself.
yeah, for yourself, and make sure you're leaving your bias, you know, opinions or your assumptions. Make sure you leave that out, you know.
Yeah.
So and that, like I said, and I've been learning that, you know, I started learning that in my 20s, you know. And
Yeah.
so but yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
you and
All right.
see what
Thank you. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Now, I want to say this real quick. A lot of
mhm,
people too. I just want to add on to this before I drop down, so you can continue with your commentary. But
mhm.
you got to challenge negative thoughts sometimes. And that's in real life too. Like you,
Yeah,
because of experiences, you can already have like, oh, this is going to happen. This, not no, no, you don't know
yeah,
what is going on. One person is not the same as the next person. Yeah, you can learn life lessons and be more
right,
cautious, but don't just put a jacket on somebody just because you've been through something with somebody else that was hurtful. And
right.
that's how you miss your blessings. And also, don't allow everybody who's in your ear is not looking out for the good of you.
Exactly,
So,
exactly,
but
exactly,
I'll leave it on that, boo. Continue to do what you're doing. You are great. You are known as the interviewer around here. So,
exactly. Like I said, I
um,
appreciate your encouragement, and you never know
yes,
who will be used to encourage you. So thank you so
absolutely,
much.
no problem, boo.
That was a something that is awesome to hear because you know me, I just try to say hey to everybody. I try to
Mm-hmm,
support people that even other people don't like. They don't like each other. They
mm-hmm,
don't. So, and I try to stay out the way. But you know, I
right,
always
right.
find myself in some shit, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
is going on?
It's
So
so it's other people. It's other people, but yeah, you got to keep it pushing, and you're great at what you do. So don't let anybody stop you from what you want to do. Period.
exactly,
All right,
exactly,
but
and I
I'm
and that is something that anybody can learn from you because you're gonna do what you want to do anyway.
look, okay, bitch.
I'm
I
like,
said
girl,
what I
that is
said.
crazy. Yeah, you gonna do what you want to do, and you don't give a damn.
Um, I am. I
And
am.
I love it. So
Oh,
you be
all right.
blessed, Dimples. I appreciate you, and I
No
hope that'll
problem. You
continue
too.
because I like to call you Dimples.
No,
But
look, I love my dimples. Like, that's cute.
thank you.
All right.
All right,
Take care,
thank you.
Selena.
Thank you. Shout out to Brown Skin for that encouragement. Shout out to TY for that encouragement. Thank you, Ernest. Ernest says these people jealous of you, Selena, because you aren't a part of any group, and a lot of people rock with you. I appreciate you, Ernest, for that encouraging word. Because, honey, like I said, I just be trying to be little old me. Hey, capital C, how are you, sweetie? Well, I'm gonna share continue to share John shows live and guys just tune in. I hope I don't bore you guys too much.
First of all, I was listening because Garrett John like let you roast them in the like talk shit in the chat. So that shit's chill. You know what I'm saying? He'll say shit back. He don't time out too much. But when he do time out, you already know I'm about to hit that motherfucking link and motherfucking let you hear what the fuck what the fuck I'm about to motherfucking say. It's gonna be worse than what the goddamn type. But anyway, I'm minding my business. This nigga greedy crackers. He wants some clout and shit. I don't even know why he brung me up. He gonna just come up there talking about some fuck John show, da da da. I'm like, yo, I don't even know what else he said. As soon as he said fuck John show, I scrolled up to find the stream yard and clicked that shit. So whatever the fuck he said after that shit, I ain't hear none of that shit, nigga. I was up there on go. Like, I know this goofy ass nigga not talking to me. And when me and Ronald Jones was on the panel one day I was at work on Kwame Brown drink. Ronald was giving him some business. He didn't really know who it was. Then I came up there and I started roasting this nigga, right? Then when Kwame came back, he was like he had enough and got rid of Ronald Jones, right? Why this nigga Greedy Cookies was like greeny cookies. I'm gonna call them green leaf cookies, nigga. You a nasty motherfucker. Nobody want no green leaf cookies. Who would eat some green leaf cookies? That shit sounds disgusting. But anyway, this nigga was like, Joshua was talking about Joshua was doing it too. I'm like, this bitch ass nigga sitting there snitching. Like, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? You ain't know, like, bro, cause you ain't gangster. Stop that shit, nigga. What up, sis?
Hey,
You heard me?
Bama.
That nigga not gangster. Why you talking that shit, nigga? I said I'm an intelligent street nigga, right? What that means to me might not mean what it means to the next person. This nigga, are you a great street nigga? Intelligent street nigga is somebody who's raised in the streets, nigga, but has the intelligence to know, nigga, I don't want to be in the hood. I don't want to be in the streets, nigga. But I've been in the streets, nigga. That's an intelligent street nigga. So don't misconstrue none of that shit because I talk proper. I want to speak proper, nigga. I learned the English language proper, nigga. When I first went to school, motherfuckers used to make fun of how I spoke because I spoke with an accent. So when I learn the words, I just learn that shit proper as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the fuck it is, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You heard me? You heard me? But that nigga gonna come up there talking about something. Fuck you, nigga. Then they start spreading the narrative, spreading the
So
narrative.
he's talking about the live where he's on Garrett's live, and he's saying that some of the men in Bus Life were I'm assuming that we're talking about him. That's what he's talking about. And Bus Life is, for those who don't know, is the Kwame Brown sector.
If that they did something on All the Smoke, because Double Speak's bitch ass did a review, and of course they tried to what is it? Push their own narrative or
Hey,
whatever. You know,
Derek.
that nigga, like Sis, and shout out to Sis for them 3 words, nigga. I'm about to be spewing that shit on your stupid ass, nigga. You better not get on no panel when I'm on that any panel. You fucking manipulative, deceitful, fucking double talking snake liar ass nigga. He probably was born in the year of the snake pussy ass nigga. And the way he talks shit, you could tell, nigga, you was homeschooled, nigga. Nobody never punched you in your face, nigga. You never got nothing.
Okay, I'm not. We're gonna speed this through here. I'm struggle streaming now because I wish John show would come through so he could explain what he's talking
Cause I
about.
already know your what you're doing is exposing your behavior, bro. And we're on the internet, so I don't care. Cause realistically, bro, you can't do that internet panel shit to me in real life, so I don't care, right? But all you doing is exposing all your hypocrisies, like in a small segment. Like this happens with you when you have a conversation with me in a small segment. That's why you have a headache. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think. You gotta think too much. So you like, damn, I don't want no headache today, nigga. Yeah. Make sure that you well rested, woke up, prayed, brushed your teeth, nigga, drunk you some coffee, motherfucking ran a mile, nigga. Got your marathon on, nigga. Man, look, man. Like I said, can't nobody with no discipline tell me nothing about anything, nigga. If you fat, nigga, overweight, out of shape, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say to me because you don't have enough discipline not to eat too much food. Damn, I thought I was about to say a car accident. Man, that shit about to be crazy. Nigga, you eat too much food, nigga. And women can be overweight because they be overweight in places that we like. What you talking about? Not talking about the ladies, talking about these bitch ass niggas.
Okay. Now, my thing is some people do their content off of their purpose is to do beef content. John Show is a person, he talks about anything that goes on in the bus life sector. He talks about the beef that's going on in the sector. So he is a beef content creator, whether he knows it or not. Same thing with Garrett. Garrett ain't gonna tell you about nothing inspirational, nothing like that. He's going to talk about somebody in particular or somebody's. That's what they consider to be the beef content creators. That's what, hey, that's what they do. And so when you have two beef content creators going back and forth, you don't know if it's a play, you don't know if it's actually real, you just don't know. So you got two males going back and forth with each other about God knows what. So it could be the smallest thing, but when they have that type of content, it's kind of like, to me, they'll beef about anything. They'll beef about anything. So I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna go talk to. I'm gonna see what Garrett's live is about. Now, this is the one where we played the other day, but we're gonna go past the point where he's talking about the other content creator. We're gonna have Garrett and John show going back and forth. So let me find that. because I'm like, I can't really get with that until I can have him to explain to me what the hell he's talking about. So let me see. You know, anybody else can come up if they want to, because this, like I said, this is not going to be a long live. Um, I'm just trying to share what, because I didn't really understand the beef sector, to be honest with you. I didn't know nothing about it until I started, in the Kwame Brown sector, and I saw how people were cool with each other, and then all of a sudden they wasn't cool. So now we got on the panel, we got Double Speaks, Bolo, John Show, Garrett, and I think that's Willie Will. I'm not for sure. Will Allen, but I'm not for sure. I'm gonna let it play. So John Show decides to get up on the panel, and let me go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back before John Show gets up there. But John Show is trying to come up. Empress Lonnie One Love says Johnny wants the smoke or a conversation. She's asking a question. So I'm gonna start back a little bit so that you can see why he came up. Let me see if it's playing.
Because I felt you when you were saying you did try to write the shit, because you did. You feel me? Because it was nothing behind it. It was just like, damn, man, we all, I want everybody to get along. You feel? I'm the same thing. But when you got to fight like that, bro, with no help, bro, you made the right decision. You feel me? So I salute you on that.
I hear you on that. Shit, appreciate you, Will. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. You know how you always kept it down the middle, man, and some of the shit you laid down. But yeah, I always salute you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Double Speak, what you were saying before, I couldn't hear you, man. You want to elaborate a little bit more? Cause I couldn't hear nothing what you were saying.
Oh yeah, yes. Salute. Hey, 86K. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Okay, now what I was just saying, I probably said it a couple times. But what I was just saying, reiterating is, you don't. I said you don't pick a side when it comes to morality. So I was saluting you, not to the fact that you saying that you disengaging yourself with that type of behavior. I'm saying the fact that you standing on principle and you got integrity. And when you say that thing weigh on your spirit, GC man, people don't
Do we have, and this is a
understand
question
that
that
really
I
affects
will
you because you got a
ask
heart
the
of compassion.
chat. Do in this beef sector, do we have morals? Do we have integrity in the beef sector? Can we have morals and integrity in the beef sector? This is a question that I'm asking. This is a question that I'm asking for those who are here. I'm not sure. I feel that you can still be yourself and have morals on how far you will go, what you will do, what you will say, what you won't do. um you should have that in place already. But some people, I believe, when they do come on here, they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Hey John, what's up? I'm gonna have to have you up here because you're gonna have to explain to me what's going on, because that's going to make it a little bit more interesting, because again, I wasn't there, and I want to get your intake on it. I pinned the link in the chat. So and so you have people saying you need to have morals and integrity. Can you still have that in the beef sector? Because this, to me, is the beef sector. Um it's not a religious sector. It's a, okay, you said 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. It's purely about beef in this sector, period. Like, that's just what that is. So I want to know your opinions on that. Can you have integrity? Can you have morals in the beef sector? So you have another young man telling Garrett that, and I think this was Double Speaks that was talking, that he appreciated him for having morals and standing up for what he's believed in, and uh, not allowing any more of the situation to get worse, I guess, about, him engaging in someone. So I think that's kind of what they were talking about at the time. Let me keep playing.
Passion. And so I was just saying, big up, respect to you, and it ain't no size in morality. You either standing with the truth, or standing with the lie. So
Now that I do believe in. I do believe in that. I believe there's no, and some things there's no gray areas. It's either dark or light. It's either wrong or right. Very few things have gray areas in our lives, and just in morality. So that is true. But I wonder about, you know, in the sector, can anybody have morals being in the beef, sector? I'm just asking a question.
so I salute to you, bro. Much respect.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, the past 2 days, bro, like it started the way it started to take a toll on me. I wasn't, getting, the sleep that I wasn't getting really good sleep. It was just something inside of me, bro, that, I just I had to let it go because, like I said, man, if you carry something like that inside of you, and you know that you doing something wrong, or you know that you supporting something that is not right, it's gonna weigh in on you, But
Fact.
some people have no problem with that. Some people are just keep on doing the same shit or going along with somebody that they know that ain't right, and it's like certain people in Blister Chat over there, like some of them people over there, they don't have a heart, they don't have a soul, and they'll sit there and keep
We
going with
know
the
that.
fuckery. And I'm just not that type, man. I gotta, I have a soul, I have a heart. I know I'm a good person. I know that I give a person 4 and 5 chances. I'm not gonna let anyone sway my decisions. When it comes to somebody, I'm gonna, make my own decisions, and, listen to, people that rock with me. I'm gonna listen to their suggestions. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your decision, and you're gonna have to live with it.
Hey, Nart.
That's a bad. Hey, salute everybody on the channel. What up? What up, Garrett? What up, Double Speak? What up, Will Allen?
What up? Hey, what happened to
Rolling
Molo,
Oh,
man?
get now. John Show has entered the building. Okay, so this should be interesting.
Molo dropped
He
down.
said. He said, drop
Yeah,
the link.
okay. What up with the John show?
Ain't shit. You know I gotta come up here, keep it real, poke a little bit. So look though, right? You capping, Gert, because you said that you not fucking with Moonlight because she was talking about dead folks, right? And I'm not saying you not fucking with her. That's just how I talk. You know what I'm saying? You do want to distance yourself from that because you have moralities. That's what Double Speaks just said, right? So with that being said, how you gonna say you have moralities about that? But when TJ said that shit, like, and I fuck with TJ. TJ cool, he funny, all that. But TJ went smack and said he was talking about stinking flies out of what y'all call him? Y'all call him the junkie and shit. He was talking about his father, his mother. So if it's a moral compass, my guy, Mr. Double Speaks, then by your own standards and the chords, you wouldn't be fucking with TJ either because he was talking about somebody else's dead family.
Now, I did not hear Mr. TJ say that. I did not hear uh, Moonlight say that. But again, because I'm in and out of hearing a lot of the stuff that goes on, because a lot of times I be working or either school. So there will have to be somebody that knows about this to kind of let me know, because I have not heard that either way. Um, but somebody else might know or have heard what has happened. So I'm John's show will be up in a few minutes. So I wanted to get y'all input on that. Somebody that knows about it.
It's about who
Okay.
you like, bruh.
Okay, let
Right.
me say this. Let me say
Hey,
this,
Douglas.
show. How long has that shitty booty?
John, what's good?
Hey, what's up, Selena? You can hear me?
I can hear you sound like you sleep.
Nah. Nah, I'm not asleep.
I was about to get you, boy. I was about to get you. I'm like, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe my boy stood me up.
I forgot my son was coming today, so I had to make sure I
Oh,
came
okay.
early.
Hey Shay, how are you? I wanted to ask you a question. Can people in the because do you consider the bus life or do you consider this sector, the sector surrounding the bus life, do you consider that the beef sector or not?
I would say I consider that the like the roasting sector. So I mean, you could say that's beef. Yeah.
Okay. So do you believe in the beef sector you can still have your morals, you can still stand on something and be solid?
Yeah. I believe you can. It depends on how far you go, and the person whom you are I guess roasting or beefing with, if they got the same. Oh damn! See, I have to turn this joint up. If
Hmm.
they got the same knowledge, that you know what I'm saying, like they know that y'all both just going at it.
Okay. So how how can you I want to get your opinion. If you rock with somebody and somebody that may talk about a certain thing, maybe talk about somebody's mama or their deceased mama, and then you rock with somebody over here that talks about somebody's kids, but they don't like each other, but you like them both. How can you be neutral and or if you are neutral, is that does that mean that you're straddling the fence or that you don't have any morals because you like both of the people? You don't like them for what they have said on that particular thing, but you like some of their content. So if you're neutral, can you still have a good moral standing? Like, can you still be upstanding and have integrity?
You can, but everybody else not gonna look at you like that. Like whatever opposition chat or whatever, because you know there's a lot of cliques and groups in the bus life sector. So like a majority of some of the groups, they just gonna look at you like, oh, he support that. Like I was just over in the chat today, and they was like, oh, you support that junkie. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch this guy, but it's
You're
just the
just
way it
over
is.
there.
I don't even be over there.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
narratives that people have on like other sides, like they assume that if you're not with their side, you with the other side, and they don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
But just to go back over what I said, you be neutral and still support people that don't like each other, um, and they may have some messages that might not be so righteous. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, to me, the way I handle it is I just don't. I either won't be in the chat when they're talking about each other, or
Hmm.
I definitely not gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'll be talking about something else. You know,
Right.
or just hey, one of them might know that you stand out of the chat, and they be like, I don't care, and it is what it is. But you just got to be mindful of what's going on. And like I said, I'm not part of no clique, so somebody get mad at me, that's on them.
Right. And see, I think sometimes I have been painted as a snake or been painted as fake because I might like certain things about a certain person, but when they're in the chat talking about maybe the other person that I like, I'm not there. Like I try not to be there and laugh and stuff like that at all because I don't want that other person, if they are ghost watching, to think that I'm being two faced. But I
Right,
just realized a lot of times, even when you do that, people are gonna think what they gonna think. So
right.
you were kind of going and going to certain chats that I had certain problems with certain people.
Right.
I just took you for who you were showing me. You know what I'm saying? And I think people, that's what a lot of people need to do. Get beyond your preconceived notions or your paranoia. You have to take each person individually, and not group people just because they decide to go a certain place that maybe you don't like that content creator or you don't agree with their message, right?
Right.
Okay. So, I didn't necessarily okay, this is what really said. I didn't necessarily choose a side, but when they see you interact with certain folks, they assume. Right. And that's why I learned to kind of sit back and not be so quick with my opinions because I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
realist, I did make you a mod. I don't, okay. I was
I
one.
done been called a damn. I've been called skinny naughty, Quamite, Wabbit,
Mhm.
brown skin lady follower. You know all
Right.
that shit.
Right. It's
And
just
that's from
it's
every collective group. Call me a member of another group.
yeah. And I don't know. Yeah, you should know Young Riz. Young Riz go where the heck he want to go. He go from different people's channels and all this kind of stuff. And he don't let anybody stop him. And his message is, I support people, for different reasons, and I just want to encourage people, or he always says things like that. So he goes wherever he wants to go. Don't nobody bother him. But if I go somewhere, I shouldn't go there. I shouldn't have been there. I'm not loyal, So
Like Ricky
I
Clay. Ricky Clay go everywhere. I've
yeah,
seen
Ricky
Ricky
Clay do.
Clay everywhere. Nobody gives Ricky Clay no smoking.
No,
I thought he was fake for a
no.
second until he hit my panel one day. I was like, oh shit, you a real
Y-
person. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I just mind my business, and
Right.
I,
I'm
I
like
don't
a
I don't hit panels. He said I don't hit panels, so that's what really keep me out of the beef because I don't be on panels.
Yeah, I'm like a Mondo. No. So yeah, that's really crazy. You can't go places without people putting you in a title on you.
Hmm.
Okay, let me continue. Let me play this. Oh, hello to everybody that came in here. Douglas, hey, how are you doing, sweetie?
Shout out to the chat, all the beautiful ladies and the real ones, the real ninjas.
You crazy.
Snorking. Oh,
Hey, I don't know if you matrix it. I don't know if you matrix in on me. What is that? Hold on.
hello.
Oh, tell me when to stop when you want to talk, okay, John?
Okay.
Hold on. That might be me. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute.
Hey, I appreciate you coming up. Um, but how long did speak? Hear me?
Nah, you. I don't know if it was you or
You
me. Somebody was
you was
matrixing.
tearing up. You was tearing
Yeah.
up, GC. You in a better area? Oh damn. And I don't know. I didn't even hear the John Cell question about who what it make that reference he made to TJ. So I had to go back and listen to that answer.
Can
But
you hear me?
I don't know what he just said.
Can y'all hear me?
You back?
He said he didn't know what I
Yeah, y'all can
said,
hear me now?
mind you.
What you say, John?
I said he said he didn't know what I said, and I want to pose the question is when I asked that question, did it sound like I was coming off aggressive or angry um or like vengeful or something like that?
From what I heard, no.
Okay, because
From what I heard, no.
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you,
John.
G.
Hey, and
Okay, John
I can
Show.
reiterate, but look,
Okay,
I'm not coming up here
hold
to
up, John Show.
advocate. Nah,
Hey,
but
hold
look,
up, John
before you
Show.
do that, I'm
No,
not
no, bro.
advocating for
Hey,
nobody,
no, it's
brother.
not before I do that. You on my
Yes,
goddamn
you are.
panel now. Hold the fuck
all right,
on.
can you
Now,
pause it
let
So
me
real
go ahead
answer
quick?
and
your
run the
question.
narrative. Go ahead. Tell me
Let
what
me
you
ask.
got to say.
No, it's not a narrative.
Can you
How
pause it there?
long have that shitty booty junkie speaking? How long was he speaking on KB and DJ?
The hell Gary got going on?
Yeah, so that's why before he even got to start saying that, right? You hear me
Uh-huh.
say before you say that, I'm not advocating for anybody because I already knew where he was gonna go. This is a playbook that they like to use. It's like they start bringing up other people's names. I've heard this before against other people. So I'm like, bro, don't do that. Do not start talking about somebody else when I'm talking to you about something else. This has nothing to do with no junkie, no Uncle Suge, or none of that shit. And it don't have too much to do with TJ. The point that I'm making is Double Speak said that there's a high morality and you know what I'm saying, integrity and all that. And one of the reasons why Garrick said he wasn't fucking with Moonlight is because she said something about dead folks, and I was just bringing that point up. So I wanted to tell him that the reason why I'm saying this is don't use that as an excuse. That was it. But we can proceed.
So what was it that you said? You brought up the point about Mr. TJ was talking about something, and then the Moonlight was talking about something else. What? So they both were talking about something about somebody's children, or what? Now, what was that about? Can you explain it?
So this alleged Moonlight talking about somebody's parents. We've never seen this video to date. No one's produced any evidence. We haven't seen this. So what they're doing, they're saying that because she referenced Damn D's parents, she said that Damn D was using his parents' death for cash apps or whatever. So she referenced. That's what she said. You also used the thumbnail that Damn D made. Damn D had a thumbnail of his parents' casket and him standing in front of it. That's what he used as a thumbnail. Moonlight took the same thumbnail, but she blocked out the casket so nobody could see it. But she said he was using his parents for cash apps, right? So that's why they saying that she's talking about parents, right? So I don't think she was.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's not even really like she talked about parents. It's to me, it's like you're making excuses to say that you don't want to deal with this woman anymore instead of just being real. That was my point. Be real. Stop using excuses. Be a man and just say, "Hey, I don't fuck with her no more because my group bust like say fuck that girl. I can't be around there, and I'm loyal to my guys, and it's just that." Instead of, man, she's just moralities, and I just couldn't sit right with my heart because, like, come on, man, you slandering someone else's name so you can get out. That's a victim move.
right. Hey,
But
Dimple D, how are you? Good to
but
see you.
what up, Dimple D? But like, I ain't had no smoke with TJ. But I personally sat there and saw and heard him say what he said about Suge's parents. He was talking about flies and all that, right? But he asked me to show him the video, right? The clip. So before I got to find that clip, another content creator found it, and that's when everybody was attaching that to me and all that. So they're like, "Oh, this was a play all along." When in actuality, I didn't even mean for TJ to get involved in it at all. I'm talking to Double Speaks and Garrick at the time, but yeah.
Mm, okay.
What
Hey,
up, baby line?
Bevins, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna continue to keep going.
All right, so I think I got what you were saying, but see, that's what I was saying. You're gonna ask me about
Hold
this
on, hold
guy.
on,
Yeah,
hold
she
on,
been
hold
doing
on,
weird shit.
hold on. Let me put you on mute, John. Don't come off mute, John, until I tell you to. How long have this city booty
I heard
junkie?
you, bruh.
Hey, didn't I say don't come? Hey, John. Hey, hey, look here, bro. If you come off mute again, I'm gonna drop you down. Don't come up here disrespecting my panel now. We gonna have a. It's not gonna be no back and forth. We not gonna be hollering. We not gonna be cussing each other out. You know, we gonna talk like men up here, and
See,
you
and
know,
that's
it's
where they
not gonna
have
be none of
the
that.
initial
How
problem.
long have this junkie been speaking on KB and TJ, deceased relatives? How long have this junkie been posting pictures up of his entire family? How long have this junkie been trying to get in one of KB's daughters' DM. How long have this junkie been flying drones and putting KB's daughter face up on a stripper body and dancing over have a overlay over this house? How long has that been doing that? Now,
See, I have no interest in even answering that question when he asks all that.
You done, boss? You done?
no, it ain't about me done, boss, or nothing like that. I don't
I'm
want to hear
asking
none
you
of that
because you
shit.
just said you don't want me to mute, bro. You just told me to mute. You muted me
No,
because you wanted
John
to ask
Show,
me the same
John
question
Show,
twice, bro.
John Show, John Show, John Show. We're not gonna do this, bro.
Bro, what's up, man?
I'm just asking you a
Answer the
question.
question.
I'm just asking
Yeah,
you a
he
question.
deflected.
How
You see
long
how
I'm not
they? You see
deflecting
has
how they
shit. Let me
playing
tell
with
you.
me
Let me
every
answer
time?
this how
This
I'm
is
gonna answer
all
this because
playing
you're
with
not
me.
gonna tell me how to answer my question,
No. You can
bro.
listen. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how this gonna
See,
go,
you
John.
asked me a question, but you
Hold
gonna
up,
tell me to
hold up,
listen.
hold up,
You gonna
hold
tell?
up, hold up, John. Hold up. Let me put you on mute again. Hold on.
See,
You can say
all
what you gotta
this.
say, John Show.
None of
But
this is.
before
None
you,
of this
but before you
is
go on
mature
filibustering
or
and talking a
man
whole
shit.
bunch of bullshit, I want you to answer that question.
Now, what you
None of that.
say?
None of that is man shit. He started off. We having a back and forth conversation. I'm gonna mute you. Now you listen. He's talking to me like he's trying to lecture me, and I
Mm-hmm.
asked him a question. Then he got his boys. He deflecting. He doing like, bruh, what are you doing? You muting me so you can drive the point about Uncle Suge, whom I don't give a care about, bruh. Like, how
Right.
long has this dude? Like, you're assuming that I watch him. I don't care how long he did anything because I don't care about him. Why are you bringing him into the conversation when he has nothing to do with the question that I asked you? I didn't ask you about Uncle Suge. So why are you attaching him to me? That's what they did. They attached somebody else whom somebody doesn't like so everybody can go against you because now they like, oh, John Cho, Uncle Suge, fuck that nigga. TJ come up here. Oh, you fuck with that shitty booty junkie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, that's some coward shit. You can't answer a question, so you bringing other people into it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. And I can't. And you're really low. If you could kind of talk up just a little louder,
All
so
right, I
I
got you.
can.
I'll just turn my mic up.
Okay, so I know when to stop it. Okay,
You can hear me?
Question of
I
how
can hear you now.
long that shitty booty junkie been speaking on these two gentlemen, KB and TJ. How long has this junkie been speaking on them? And once you answer that, then you can say whatever you want to say, and I won't. How long?
And the shitty booty. Now that who is that is
The shitty booty is Uncle Suge.
okay. And Uncle Suge and Kwame, they go back and forth a lot. Okay,
Yeah, they don't
Kwame
like each
Brown.
other.
Okay.
He
How long
stalks him.
has he speaking on them two guys on deceased relatives? Now you go.
Nigga, he been talking about them for a long time. Everybody knows this, bro. That's not even part of the question. And then the fact that you doing that mute shit, that's what's aggravating because in real life, men don't put their finger over no other man's mouth when they talking, bro. Like that's disrespectful shit. And then when you mute me, you gonna be like, you gonna sit here and respect, nigga. I'm giving you respect already, bro. I'm talking to you like we cool and everything. You coming up here talking about some mute and all this other shit, bro. Like, what's up with that? Like I asked a simple question. I asked
Listen
y'all.
to that shit. The truth of the matter.
I wish Garrett was here. That's pretty interesting. Uh, now are you coming back up, or you did you
Yeah,
leave?
he kept putting me in the back. I was at work the whole time. Like this is a very long live. I ain't gonna lie
Okay,
to you. You might want to put that joint on 1.5 or 1.25. I don't know.
1.5. Let me see. I'm gonna see when you come back up. I'm gonna hear a little bit of what they say.
Yeah, I'm about to say because
Let
when
me
I'm
tell you
back
something,
there, they
John.
just talking shit. You
Oh,
might
they
as
just
well hear
talking
it.
shit about
You
you.
might as well hear it. Yeah.
And I'll let you back up. Man, I don't want to hear all that goddamn fast talking and all that bullshit, man. That nigga making my head hurt. John, so for the simple fact, when you have a shitty booty junkie who steals from women, who lies and put cocaine in the refrigerator trying to lie and say it's weed, when you have a junkie that's speaking on a man deceased relative for y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't this been going on for about 2 years? Double speak.
No,
Y'all correct me. How long has this
3.
junkie been? About 3 years. So you got a shitty booty junkie been speaking on this man's deceased mom, and then when somebody return fire with fire, then you're gonna question me about my morality and how I rock. Um, that's bullshit, John Show. You don't sit there if you can't sit here and call out that shitty booty of what the fuck he did and all the despicable shit that this motherfucker done said and how dark this motherfucker been for years. And then when somebody finally comes back, see, it's a tipping point. You know, I'm not if somebody is speaking on double speaks deceased relatives for years and he had to listen to it and endure that shit. And then years later, he's like, fuck it, I'm finna fight fire with fire. And he starts speaking on their deceased brother and stuff like that, then it's fair game for me.
Yeah, that's just something that I don't do. I don't talk about nobody's dead relatives, nobody's children. I want to talk about if I have a problem with somebody, I want to talk about them. And I think more people need to do that. Dimple D said, but Suge doctored up some fake paperwork on their mom saying she was a prostitute. My God. Hey, Sassy 81. But it wasn't even their mom because the height was wrong, the address as well, and it was wrong. And see, that's the thing that I thought I remembered that when they did have some type of picture up. No, they said it was a document of Kwame Brown's mother being as a prostitute, being charged with prostitution. And then I think Kwame Brown had said that that wasn't even his mother. It was somebody like Dimple Steve said with a different height. It was a totally different person altogether. But there's still the narrative, the rumor out that his mother was a prostitute, and I think that's a damn shame.
See, and the
I'm
thing is,
like,
when it's things like that that pop up, right? And I
uh
see,
huh,
if I see that in the title, I don't even go there. So I don't even know any of this shit that be going on. Like let me see. It would say Uncle Suge. It'd be like, Kwame Brown, mom, she's this, right? So I'm just not even gonna click on it at all. Some people watch it because they want to see what he's saying, like even from his side. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even watch that. So I don't know none of this. So all these questions about him are irrelevant to me because I don't bang with people who do certain things. So I just leave it at that.
right. Dimple D says, then he did the exact same thing on one of the brothers, saying that he lived in Florida and he never have. And Suge started following KB's daughter. What? And KB's daughter recorded his IG. Oh, you said when KB recorded his IG with all those young looking girls. My goodness. Dimple D be knowing.
Yeah, yeah. Dimple D, that part I know that part for
Now,
sure.
Dimple D, you need to be doing some
That's like Christmas.
investigation work, some interviewing. Let me finish. I wish Bolar Garrett would come up, but I know that he might not want to be up here with
I'm about to say I'll
John
drop
John.
down. I'll drop down. I know I'll be
Well, Garrett, if he might be somewhere else. Garrett, if you're in the building, if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome, and I'll go ahead and drop John John.
It's fair game because you can't sit here and try to call out TJ, or you can't sit here and try to call me out for rocking with somebody speaking on somebody deceased relatives when these guys have had to listen to this shit for years.
Mm.
So I don't want to hear that bullshit. And all of that hollering you doing, John Show, I'm gonna let you back up, John Show, but I'm not finna be listening to all this goddamn hollering early in the morning. We ain't finna be up here screaming and talking over each other like some goddamn schoolgirls. We gonna have conversations like men. We're not gonna talk over each other.
It really will. Hey, Blizzy, what's good?
What up,
And what's
Blizzy?
good with you? Salute to the chat. Salute to you. What's going
How,
on?
how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Getting ready to eat and stuff. I just had so I'm not gonna steal your content, so I'll wait until you finish landing your
No,
plane.
you and John show seem to be the talk of the town. Garrett can't stand you both, so I thought that was
Well,
pretty interesting.
it's not like that. And I'm not gonna be long winded when I say it because I ain't got all the time. But all I'm gonna say is I ain't never had a problem with the kid. You heard? Look,
Hmm.
like all I said to the man was that I just don't like the way that they be doing panels. Now, if you go back to where you did like it was a thing between like women and men, and we were having a good talk about like how relationships are. As soon as
Hmm.
I get on a panel, they come up 50 dropping. Get on off that panel. Like, bro, we having a conversation. So that's what happened on Moonlight and SoFi Planner. We having a conversation, and these people jump up in like groups, and it makes them look bad because I stand on my own. Blizzy is his own entity. I don't come with 50 other people that like me on the chat to disrupt other people's panels. These people do that. And that's all I
Okay.
said. So that's all I said to that man. Like he just he be doing too much. And I get that we all do a little too much. Even me, that's why I toned it down. I don't really be on a lot of panels. I mean, recently I had because I had to let these
Mhm.
people know like he made a video on me and John, and I hadn't even said nothing about the man. This like 2 months ago.
This okay. So let me ask you this: Are you a detractor or troll, or you just
I'm not in no category, and that's what makes me different, and that's what makes John show different than a lot of us. We not a part of groups. I'm a grown man. I'm a part of Blizzy. Blizzy is
Mm,
a part of Blizzy. I'm not a part of John. I'm not a part of Skinny. I'm not a part of KB. I'm not a part of none of them people. I stand on my own team. So if I say something that is wrong, I'll admit that is wrong. You kind of know me a little bit on here. So
yeah,
so
I know
like I
you
said.
like to irritate. I do know you like to irritate Garrett. I've watched you. I said,
I don't irritate that guy. I
you
just call
know how
if
to get up. You know how to make him upset, though,
I
Garrett.
don't
I mean,
make him upset. He makes himself upset, Selena. Like he makes himself upset.
I
Like
think Blizzy
seriously,
like he like calling out nigga shit,
right? I
and
mean,
that
he
should be
called
getting
True
that should
Essence
get
a
people in
straight
trouble.
up.
But like,
Excuse my French, and I don't want to like get your channel clap, but he called True Essence a bitch. But he
Mhm.
turns around and says, "Well, hey guys, I gotta tell y'all that I'm losing sleep and like, bro, like what? Like we
Mhm.
don't know. None of us on this panel know each other. We never met each other in our life.
Right.
Are you losing sleep off of what somebody says about you? I'm pretty sure so they said stuff about Selena, John
Mhm.
show, all this other stuff. They got all of us in these panels or whatever because they're trying to group like I don't even talk about this man. Now if they want to call out um behavior, can I
Mhm.
have a rebuttal on behavior? So they the only people that can call out behavior, but nobody else can call out behavior but that whole side. That's the only thing that I'm even here for. I wouldn't even
Uh-huh.
be on a panel because I gotta let people know this is America.
Right.
You can say whatever the hell you want to say, and I should not be sentenced to a 50 clap persecution because you don't want to hear me talk, but you want to tell everybody else about me. You can
Okay.
you can. Yeah, I mean, you can't say John Show's a piece of crap. Selena's a piece of crap. KTC's a piece of crap. They a piece of crap. When somebody rebuttal, oh, get them off, drop them off. I got a 50 drop for him. How was that? How was that having a conversation? It's weak.
Yeah, and I do believe that that's what's wrong with people now. We can't have a conversation like with people. It's sometimes, and it doesn't take much to just get an understanding. But I guess people feel like I don't want no understanding. I just don't like you. Hey, Matt K, I'm glad to see you. My boy is finally here. Good to see you, Matt K. Hey, Bivens, how are you? I thought I don't know if I spoke to you or not. But hello, I'm glad to see you. We got the big bad wolf, Garrett Chavis, in the building.
We can so I'm
So,
not gonna yell at
that's
him.
so
He can get up
scary.
here.
okay,
I'm a
Garrett,
follower of Garrick.
what's going on, Garrett?
What's up with you, Selena? How you doing?
Well, it's been an interesting day, that's for sure.
How you doing, Garrett?
Let me just say this, Selena. The reason why I can't take these two clowns serious
Oh
because
Lord.
they double talk and they don't call shit down the middle. Now,
Mhm.
you see how Blizzard just came up here and said, I just called True Essence a bitch. Now, he won't say that this woman called me out my name first. He won't say it.
Mhm.
True Essence has been calling me a bitch and calling me out my name for the about past 3 days. You know, and a week ago we said we was going to leave it alone.
Mhm.
And the first time, listen, I was shouting this lady out on my panel when she was going on other panels, you know, calling me out my name.
Mhm.
So you're gonna have this guy Blizzard come up here and say I called her a B, but he's not gonna say what this woman called me. And see, that's why I can't take guys like him serious because they only talk one way. They don't never call shit down the middle. And then he gonna say that I said I'm not getting sleep. You're not getting sleep over YouTube. Bitch ass nigga, I said I've been working for 22 hours straight. You motherfuckers don't never say you never don't say what a man exactly said. You want to listen to what you want to listen to, and you want to come up, you want to skim through my videos, and then you only want to hear one or two words, and then you're gonna take it how you want to take it. Play on my video where I said I'm not getting sleep over YouTube. Play the shit, play the shit. Just don't come up and say a whole bunch of bullshit. I said that I was up for 22 hours straight working. I never said I'm not getting sleep because of YouTube. Now he want to sit up here and come up here and say I called True Essence a bitch, but he's not going to say that this woman called me out my name first. He's not going to say after we made an agreement for her to go her way and I go my way, and she started calling me out my name again. He's not going to say that.
Well,
And
let
and see that's why that I can't take clowns like this serious because it seems like they just want a little attention and don't really want to have an honest conversation about nothing. These boys are fucking clowns to me. And
okay,
it's
Gary.
just fucking irritating. It's
I understand.
irritating. It's
Okay.
like it's irritating that I have to listen to guys like this. Like John show. When he came up on my panel, the first time he came up on my panel when we was talking about this, he's gonna ask me, he's gonna tell me that he feel like I'm a hypocrite and I don't have morality because I rock with TJ.
I never
Because
said that.
and he said that, and he said he feel like that since TJ talked about this clown mama after years, what this guy's been doing to KB and his family. You know, out of all this shit this guy done did, he want to say I don't have no morality because I rock with him. And then the next fucking day, he's gonna say, "Well, I wasn't talking to you, Gary. I was asking double speaker
Okay, can
questions,
you let
and
somebody else
and
have a
and and
rebuttal? Because you're long winded. You're long
you
winded,
was
Selena. He's
and
long
you
winded,
was asking,
Selena.
and Selena, can I
He's long
finish what
winded.
I
Hey,
gotta say? Because
hey, Blizzy, come on.
because like I don't come on panels and speak about these clowns. I'm always coming on panels responding to to these guys that don't know what the hell they talk about and lie what they talking about. John
Oh,
showed
okay, but
his
Okay.
initial response when he hit my counter is it was wrong to what I did in Moonlight because how can I talk about morality and TJ talked about shit is
But you're asking a
mom.
million questions. Can we
right,
answer
and
I'm
the
you
not
first
talking
just
but
read
questions?
it, bruh.
Can we
but
answer
I'm
the
We
not
first
just
talking to
read
ones?
the
you.
shit, bruh.
Hey,
We
guys,
I'm
just
not
read the
talking.
okay.
shit, bruh.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Selena, and then I'll come to my point about John show.
Okay, thank
What
you.
you got to say?
Thank you. But hold on. Matt K had a very this is a good state. Hey Tamika, hey King Stoner, and who else came in? No drama. He said Matt K said, why don't y'all just admit you don't want to agree with certain people because you just don't like them? And that is a very good statement to say because some people you just don't like.
John, shall
Now,
go. You go first when
I'm
Selena
about to
John
lets you
say
Show.
go.
that doesn't change anything for me. If you right, you right. If you wrong, you wrong. It's not whether I like you or not. It's people who don't like, and I be like, oh, make some sense. Okay, you got some points, some valid points. I'm not gonna sit here and just say that I don't like you, so I'm not gonna agree with anything you say because that's stupid. And to just lightly address what Garrick was talking about. Garrick, we just heard the fucking live. We just heard the question be stated again. And everything you said, bro, I didn't say none of that shit. Just like you said, people just come up and say whatever the fuck they want. You do that every single day, my
Hey,
nigga. Bruh, bruh,
salute to you,
run,
Selena.
run, run.
Salute to you, Selena.
He just
Hey,
interrupted. See,
these,
Selena,
Okay.
he
hey,
interrupts. He interrupts.
He just want to
these are
say what
some
he want to
clowns to
say
me.
and
So,
He
Garrett,
you a
interrupts.
wait a
clown,
minute.
salute to
nigga.
you,
Wait,
Selena.
You're a clown, nigga.
wait a
Not
minute,
the
Salute to
Garrett.
you.
man.
Run, bitch.
Garrett, wait a minute.
Fucking clown. He'll want that's some bitch ass shit. You want to say what you want to say. You sat up here,
But
we was
nobody else
quiet
can have a
for like
rebuttal.
5 minutes, and you was just running
Facts.
your goddamn mouth. And then when you done saying what you want to say, or somebody say something intelligent to your bitch ass, and you don't have no fucking response, you run
Okay.
like a little girl, nigga.
Okay. So if Garrett is still in here, if he would like for me to just bring him up, just let me know, Garrett. Because I don't want anybody to feel like somebody's being jumped on or anything. I want everybody.
Selena, that's what they do. That's what Bus Life does. Like, have you
Okay,
noticed that
no, we're
every
not. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to
Okay,
do.
so but have when I was over here, I asked you a question. Let me ask you a
Uh-huh.
question. Okay,
Go ahead.
respectfully. When we were
Okay.
talking about something that had nothing to do with KB or anything like that, you had a bunch of people like Bolo, Gary that jumped in and started yelling and doing all this other stuff. This is like a month ago when we're talking about something about relationships. We had a good. Did that happen or am I just delusional?
Hey, Angelo. I really don't remember that. Hey, Vetted, can you remind me again? Tell me what happened again.
You had something on your platform, which you have a beautiful platform. Everybody sub up to her. We were talking about relationships,
Uh huh.
like with guys and girls. These guys all jumped in and said, like, you notice, I just wanted to have a conversation with the guy.
Oh, that was a night that I
Yes,
was a little tipsy.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm able to mute myself. John Show muted himself. We let Gary talk. The first thing he did, as soon as John Show, I was like, well, let John, because I had something to say, because I was gonna land my plane on him. And then John Show, and then he just like, oh, I'm gonna just say what I say, and I'm gonna jump off. Come on,
Mhm.
bro. Where what did they make these people at? But these are the same people. We don't know where you stay, and this, and that, bro. I don't come here for all that. I don't come here for division, device, or any of that. I'm just
Mhm.
saying that I know these type of people because being on the streets and people know about anything like in these big places that you stay, people like that have no business being on YouTube because they can't think for themselves. I didn't do nothing to Gary. I just called out his bullshit. Now, if he wants to go ahead and say, let me go ahead and expand on what he was talking about because he don't want to expand and have a conversation. What he was saying was he put a lot of people in context. He put Moonlight in context. A lot of these context. Garrick has been playing both sides for a long time. Now he's getting exposed. You know why Garrick's getting exposed? Because he doesn't know how to be quiet. He talked on things on Moonlight and a lot of other people in this whole sector the same way he did True Essence that wasn't supposed to be said. You said it early on your live. You said if you got somebody's phone number, why couldn't Garrick, the man Garrick, have text Moonlight and say, you know what, let's just do this off YouTube and then it's done. But he's not a man. He has to come to YouTube and be validated by other people on YouTube to make himself look big. But he'll shit on me. He'll shit on my job. He'll shit on John's show. He'll do this. But if you got a person's phone, I don't have none of y'all phone numbers. And I don't want y'all phone numbers. If I had y'all phone number, I'll be like, you know what? Hey, we had a misunderstanding. It's over.
Mhm.
They have to come here to validate themselves. That's the type of people they are. I
So
mean, I'm not making.
let me ask you this, Blizzy and John Show. Would you guys do me a favor? If I'm gonna let him up, and once he finished talking, I'm going to let you guys back up if you can, if you have the time to, I would
Appreciate
like
that.
to let him up and drop you guys, and then when he leaves, you guys come back up. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
and
can
I'm
I
not gonna
say
get up, but
one
also
last thing?
I'm gonna say one last thing, and I'm gonna drop. I promise.
Okay.
Selena, look up the word double speak because I think C's had exposed it. The word double speak means it means something if you look it up, but it's called taken away from unity. The name double speak speaks volumes. If you look up the name double speak, you'll understand what it is, and that's all I'm gonna say. You guys do your own research on that. A lot of these
Okay.
people show y'all stuff, and a lot of people don't catch it. You got to
Okay.
be smarter than them because they try to outsmart these people out here, just like some of these pastors be doing. Some of these people because they think they can outdo y'all. You got to pay attention to the game because
Mhm.
these people are they can't stand on their own. They can't do anything on their life on their own. They need other people to do it. Blizzy stands by himself. Thank you, Miss Selena, for the time. But look up the word double speak. Look up that. They can make a video on me of this. You are a sweetheart. I ain't mean to disrespect your stuff, but it's time in 2024 that we have to pluck these snakes up out that grass because a lot of these people are not who you think they are. And I'm
Oh,
gonna leave
I
you with
know.
that.
I know.
You have a
By
great day.
thank you, Blizzy. I hope you come back up after he's
And
finished.
I got stuff to do. They don't. I
Oh,
do.
You know what?
okay.
And
Well,
I
I
got
appreciate you, Blizzy. You're always
Salute to
welcome.
John Show. Salute to
salute,
Selena.
salute,
Everybody
show.
sub up. John Show, Selena. I fuck with y'all. All right, peace.
Show 100.
Ooh,
All right,
Blizzy.
so
Okay, John. Can you get back in the chat? And I'm gonna bring.
all right, I just want to say this one closing thing, right? So you see how he
Mhm.
came up here and said nobody wants to have conversations and all that.
We can't hear you, John.
Oh,
You're
my bad,
low.
my bad, my bad. You can hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, so I was saying, you see how he came up here and said nobody wants to have conversations and all that. Like he
Hmm.
spread that whole narrative, but he didn't want to have a conversation because when I start speaking, anytime, even when I was on his panel, everybody cuts me off. Oh, you want to run because I'm making you think. Like that's what conversation. We having a man conversation, and I'm leaving now, but mailed in the chat, bruh. Like I don't come off disrespectful. I come off like a man, and I demand my respect. So I'm not gonna let nobody play with me. Just because you let people walk over you, that don't mean shit to me, man. And I'm in the chat here. All right,
All
Selena,
right,
you
and
take it
then
from here.
once he gets off, you can I want you to come back up. Mel,
No,
if
you
you
gonna have
would
to
like
kick
to.
me. Hold on. Oh no, I got you.
Okay, Mel, if you would like to, you can come up. Anybody can come up if they have something that is with this particular subject. Garrett, if you are in the building, you can hit the link. It's pinned. Um, and I'm giving anybody the opportunity to come up to talk about the beef and the beef sector. Can you have morals, and all of that, all of that? Okay, 86. What you got to say about what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Selena? This the deal, Selena. See, these guys, like, they keep on taking me for a YouTuber.
Hmm.
They keep on taking me for a content creator. I'm neither one. You know, when I came to YouTube, I came with my real name. I don't hide behind fake names. I don't hide behind fake accounts. They want to, put out this narrative saying that, we need other men to, to help us out, or we can't stand alone. Um, that's irritating. It's like black men, we are the only one that can't agree or you know um, come together off something we believe in. It's like black men. It's like even when I was in school, when you have a group of black kids, we used to group up or at work. It seemed like people always want to break it up. They don't like want us together.
Hmm.
And when a group of black men like standing together in a corner or whatever, or we doing something together, or we supported one another, what do they say? They say we caregivers. They say we nut givers. They say we fags. They
Hmm.
always want to place a name on us.
Okay.
and that's like pisses me off so bad. And the same people that want to sit here and call us caregivers and nut givers, they don't say that to white men when they
Ho-
be 10 or
yeah.
15 of them riding down the road. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hold on just a second. Hey, Bama boy. Just Petty. I appreciate you coming in chat, but please don't call anybody out their names. I appreciate you for being here, but we want to keep disrespect on a medium, on a low, really. So yeah. Who else came in the chat that I need to speak to? I think that was it. Mel, I'm glad that you came up. Now you are a supporter of Kwame Brown, the bus life sector. What do you have to say about this? He probably on mute. You're on mute, Mel.
Yeah, give me about 2
Hey
seconds.
Tamika, I'm sorry, I don't know if I spoke. Okay, how you doing, Mel? Good to see you.
Hey, what up, sister? Nah, I got to be respectful. I got in real life, I got to make sure that my household is quiet because my kids are asleep. So
Yeah, I understand.
yeah,
So,
no, I was hoping that what's the name, the John Show was still up here because he took another like I said, a childish swipe, and so
Mhm.
the problem I have with him is, as I said before, I don't I don't go looking for YouTube beefs, but dude has been in people's chats or been in KB's chats like disrespecting folks. So to then
Mhm.
say, "Oh, because I'm talk like a man and this is how a man's supposed to talk and stuff," dude, you can't have dialogue and be disrespectful. You can't
Okay.
go to shots on in chats. Like I said, to this day, I saw the John Show, if that's his real name, pop up being disrespectful to me. So I'm gonna give you the energy you give me. And I mean, like, this is like in a real life situation, there's a lot more going on than just YouTube beef. So I'm the
Okay.
only one of the few people that actually cam up. Hold on, wait. I'll cam up. Real
Okay.
face, real name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't use a fake avatar, a fake thumbnail, or whatever the case may be. You're gonna get what you get. I don't know why this dude plays with false energy like that. Like you can have real conversations as men, real
Okay.
conversations and real disagreements. You can have real, well, I don't agree with you. I don't do this. But to take childish shots, to call people under their clothes, you know, and everybody's not monolithic. Like I think that guy Blizzy was saying, "Oh, that's what their sector does. That's what their sector does." I've never said anything about that guy Blizzy, but he generalizes people because they support KB. Which, to be honest with you, nobody would even know the name Blizzy if it wasn't for KB. Nobody would
Mhm.
know the name The John Show if it wasn't for KB. We all have a connection because we all either subscribe to the Bus Life brand, and to attack it is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Mhm. Okay. And so
And
that's
the John Show, you're exactly right. Nobody would know me or Garrett if it wasn't for the Bus Life brand. So pop, bro, you in the private chat, pop up, let's talk.
well,
I,
I can't let him up right now because Garrett doesn't want him up on the same panel right now. So Garrett, is there anything else you wanted to add to this? Because I eventually want John to come back up, and I know you don't want to be on the same platform as him. So is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
oh, salute to you,
So
Garrett.
what's up with it, Mel? Well, you know what, Selena? I'm an Aries. We can be misunderstood. It's and listen, it just when see, I can see guys like this from a mile away, and then I'm not gonna lie, I can let my temper, get away from it, and I'm misunderstood. What frustrated me about John's show is, the first, and when I get home and get a hold of my laptop and go to my live from when the first time John show hit my live, The first time he hit my live, he had a question for me.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to even go into the question that he asked for because that's like a whole nother subject. But
Yeah.
the next day he hit my panel, and then he asked like it was a question directed towards somebody else. And he said, I just jumped into it. But I'm gonna do a breakdown from when this guy John show had a problem. Well, we had a problem about 5 months ago when I was speaking to a couple of ladies in the chat, and they just out the blue started saying, well, Garrick, I would say that to a woman, or why would you say it to a woman, this and that. See, that's where it started from, you know.
Mhm.
And then, so, I told him, well, why is you jumping into a situation that has nothing to do with you? And then, we got on the counter and started roasting this and that, so like the questions that he has for me has nothing to do with what nothing to do with what I'm saying. It has something to do with, you know, his ego, I guess. I might be wrong, but it just has something to do with his ego and try to get his lick back. It has nothing to do with nothing. They don't care about the situation, what happened with me and Moonlight or whatever. They just want to come in and say something. He want to ask me a question, and then the next day, he said he asked me something else, and then the next day is something else. So it's like he's moving the goalposts, and like things like that irritates me because I'm not a YouTube guy. I'm like a serious individual. And when I
Gary,
feel like
Gary, Gary.
somebody playing with me, when I feel like somebody
Uh-huh.
playing with me, and I can see it from a mile away, it's like I don't even want to be around you because I don't deal with clowns like that.
Now, Gary. Now I'm gonna have to.
Right? I can't help it. That's just me. I'm sorry, Selena, but
No,
these
I
guys.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand. But Garrett,
okay.
let's say you talk a lot. You talk a lot of shit, right? So let's just keep it 100.
But you know what, Selena? See, like you're like unaware of a lot of things these guys say in the chat.
Uh-huh.
They be saying some foul, crazy stuff in the chat, and then they want to have they want to act like they want to have a civil conversation with you, and it's like, well, damn, didn't you just say this yesterday in the chat? And when you talking this crazy, so now you want to have a civil conversation? It's like my tolerance is zero, you know, to people when it comes to Blizzy and John. So Blizzy. I mean, a Blizzy is like a street name for a guy that's shooting guns. He don't even need to have a name like Blizzy. He need to stick to his real name. Like Connor or whatever his name is.
Well,
He want to see this guy. To me, is having like an identity crisis. One minute he want to be a sidewalk guy. The next minute he say he's the hard worker. The next minute he says we talking street politics and everybody know that's gang talk. It's like he has an identity crisis, and like my tolerance is like zero for guys like this.
okay. Now I'm gonna say this because of me kind of observing the John show. The John show is kind of a person where he likes to see on both sides. He's really probably one of the most neutral guys that I have met on here. And a lot of times, from what I see, he does call things down the middle. But there's also a other side of him. He's also a troll, and he likes to troll people. So he got that going on too. So it's kind of like I guess, an oxymoron in a way because he's a troll, but then sometimes he does know how to put down, kind of go in the middle to kind of see both sides. Now, I have seen some of the interactions between you and the John show. Some of them not so positive, but I think that some of them actually could have been good conversations. But I don't know what happened in the middle of it where y'all just was like, you know what, I just can't deal with this guy. I can't talk to this guy. But I have seen John Show try to um have a conversation with you. And I hear what Mel is saying, because Mel was like, well, how can you have a conversation? Then you're being disrespectful. But if a person, if he is willing to have a conversation with you now, would you have a conversation without saying anything like any slurs or any gay slurs or anything like that? If he was to just have a conversation, a man to man, would you have a conversation with him right now?
See, this the thing, Selena. Have you
Uh-huh.
ever, when you was in high school, have you ever had to deal with a girl that you know for 100% that don't like you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, and they'll act like they like you. They'll act like it ain't a problem, but as soon as they see a chink in your armor to where they can attack you, have that girl have the same girl that didn't like you when she seen a moment to come at you sideways, did she take advantage of that?
um it wasn't often, but I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Yes, I understand.
yeah. See, that's where I'm at with John Show. See, he acts like he want to have a conversation. He acts like he want to have a civil dialogue. You know, he act like he want to call it down the middle. But in actuality, he, he really don't. I won't say he don't like me, but he don't really care for me because I can tell the first way he came at me. You know, I'm like, you know, me and like two other females in the chat. You know how we be doing a little friendly flirt. You know, it don't be nothing. You know, but he want to come. Like I didn't even know who this guy was. This is the first time I heard of John Show. My first interaction with him was he's commenting to me about what I'm saying to two other females, and I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I mean, can you say what's up or what's up, Gary, or nothing like this? Our first interaction was him saying, oh man, I wouldn't even say that to a chick like that. Why you couldn't say it like this? Or why you couldn't say it like that? See, it's certain things, Selena, that you can pick up from another woman because you're a woman and us guys won't see it. And it's certain things that us guys can pick up for certain guys and you won't be able to see it because you're a female. And once I detect once I detect a guy that's on some fuck shit, you know, from the jump, from the very first time we met, it's like I don't want to have nothing to do with them because they want to put on this fake persona that they want to have a conversation with you. They want to act like, you know, they want to have a dialogue with you. They want to act like they called it down the middle. But all in all, I already know that I don't mess with this guy because the first interaction that we had, I already know that it was on some bull, it was on some BS, and so you know that's where I'm at with it.
Hey,
Okay, and I understand that. But again, my question is, if he is sincere, okay? If he's sincere and he's really trying to, and this is how we can separate grown people from kids. If he's sincere enough to actually have a conversation without any type of sneak disses and all that, would you have a conversation with him? Yes or no? That's all I want.
No, Selena,
You're not. That's fine.
because the first time I interacted with him, I seen where he was coming from. See, a lot of these people, like I don't troll. Like, you know, trolls do troll things just to excuse their behavior. You know, a lot of these trolls want to antagonize a grown man. You know, they want to bait you, you know, for you to get out your character.
Garrick,
And see,
Garrick,
a lot of these guys play YouTube games. Like, I'm not on no YouTube games. Like I got my page because, like I keep saying, I'm just, I'm just a guy talking his shit. I'm not no YouTuber. I'm not no content creator. I'm like what you call a no nonsense guy. Like I don't like games. I don't like, what I mean. I don't like running plays. Um, I don't like um um I don't like meeting people and having an agenda. I'm just real with it, and I don't like to play YouTube games. I don't have no social media. I don't have an IG. I don't have a Snapchat. I don't have none of that. And I don't, I just don't like to play games. And I just feel like a lot of these guys on here, they just want to be chatty patties in the chat. They want to antagonize a grown man, and I don't like that. Like I don't have tolerance,
Okay,
for
okay,
guys like
okay.
that.
Now I'm gonna John Show says, asked him why he always used me and King Stoner's name to say we was cool.
I'm not answering none of his questions.
Okay. So can I ask
So,
you if you can for a few minutes jump back in the chat, and then I'm gonna ask the John
okay,
Show the panel. Thank you so much,
all
Garrett.
right, yes, ma'am.
Okay, John Show, if you could hit the link, I would appreciate it.
And Selena, you there, sister?
Yes, Mel, I'm
Yeah,
here.
and so the whole time Garrett's talking, this brother is sitting here just being disrespectful in the chat, saying
Hmm.
he's not a man, and this is the problem. I listen. I'm willing to have that conversation with the John Show because
Okay.
I still to this day don't know why this dude brought energy to me on a chat. So if I'm saying
Okay.
he did that to me, Garrett's saying he did that to him, you're saying he's a troll. At some point we have to adult it a little bit and have willing conversations. So I
Right.
guess my only thing is I would say to this dude is what was his problem with me initially? Because I don't ever try to bring smoke to anybody. I want dialogue. We are black men. We should be able to have conversations like black men. And the other thing is I never understood you can't say who is a man and who's not a man. That's to me, that's man to man. That's a cowardly thing to do. We have disagreements, but to
Hmm.
take passive aggressive shots in chats, and even Selena, you just said yourself, the dude be trolling. I don't troll because I don't go
Okay.
on platforms with people I don't like. I don't talk to people on chat in chats I don't agree with. You're not gonna
Right.
like
So
everybody,
that's
but
not that
brother,
doesn't make
hold
sense.
on. I am not done
Okay.
talking.
Hold
Brother, I
on,
am
John.
not done talking.
Let, let him
That's
finish, John.
Let me
And
land my
then,
plane. You
mhm.
brought some wrong energy to me, and I never had a conversation with you. And so that's why I can give you that energy because it is you are a known troll. And my advice to you, man, is look, you got a platform. You might have something quality to say, but if you come at people the wrong way, you're gonna lose the whatever it is message that you want to bring. You
Okay.
got something good you might have to say, but you can't come at people the wrong way. That's my so I'll go on mute. But I didn't curse at you. I didn't say you're not a man. I didn't say anything about you just now. Let's see if you give me that same energy. Just tell me why you disagree with me. Peace.
See, the reason we had smoke in the first place, bro, is because hold on, I'm about to go to the store. Hold up 1 second. It's because you was talking shit, bro. You was talking shit about me on the once. It was on KB panel. You was talking shit from the panel, and I was in the chat.
You're in the matrix,
And I,
John. You're in the matrix. Okay. But you have some valid points, Mel. I don't know. I think John, he's driving.
I hope he pops back up. But I just heard
Mhm.
what he just said.
you can
I
hear me?
never, I
I
never
hear you
initiated.
now.
Okay, go ahead. You got it.
All right. So what I was saying was, you was talking trash to me on the panel, on Kwame Brown panel, because and let me, I'm gonna address that troll thing also on Kwame Brown's panel, right? And I was like, next time I see you on the panel, I'm gonna give you some smoke. I really ain't never talked to you since then. I've been looking for I didn't even know who you was, bro. I was going at a different male before. I was like, who? I remember Mel, bro. You was talking shit about me. I'm gonna get your ass. So it was. We gonna have some dialogue. If you come at me a certain way, I'm gonna come at you that same way, bro. And then the troll shit, I I call trolling just keeping it real, or just saying like if I know you're bullshitting, I'm gonna call you out. That's called trolling because it's going against what your entire chat is doing. I troll from my account. The John Show is me. That avatar, that's a picture of myself. So that's none of that. Everything come from me. I have a message. People listen to me. They know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The people who don't rock with me, it is what it is. You know, you don't know me, but I got 500 subscribers myself. Just from being on panels, keeping it real. I'm not no fake person. I'm not part of no group, and I'm able to have conversations even with people I don't like because that's how you learn. You learn from people you don't like or people you don't understand because you gain understanding. But a lot of people on here can't do that shit.
Okay. So did you hear what he said? Mel, what's your response?
So my response to that is, so you're telling me, John, out of nowhere, out of all the people that in bus life sector, I just happened to see the name The John Show, and I said, you know what? Let me go after that dude. Let me talk about that dude on the panel.
Can I tell
Or,
you why real quick?
or,
I remember.
or what? No, I'm
Let him
not.
finish. Let him
Let
finish.
me
Let him
finish.
All right,
finish.
go ahead.
Or did you initiate being disrespectful to me? And maybe I saw it on while I was on a panel, and you were being disrespectful, taking shots at me in the chat, and then I responded to you because I'm pretty sure you and I never had an interaction before. And I think I'm an even kill enough person that I'm not going to just say, hey, let me pick on the John Show today.
What if I
So,
was roasting you in the chat? I probably did say something to you in the chat, and I know I'm now knowing what I would have said, but I ain't gonna repeat that shit. But I probably did say something to you in the chat. But I say shit to people in the chat all the time.
but I ain't. But see, that's the thing.
You saying
You're
I
gonna
can't? I'm coming at you with energy though. It's not that I'm coming
you're
at
gonna lose, but brother, you're
you.
gonna
Don't know the
lose
energy of
whatever
my.
message. You're gonna lose whatever message you want to bring because you say, "Oh, you were roasting me, dude." I don't know you.
We're on all the smoke. We're on Kwame Brown Bust Life Beef. So when I'm on Kwame Brown Bust Life Beef, I'm gonna carry myself Kwame Bust Life Beef. When I'm on Selena's show, I carry myself Selena's show. Whoever's hosting, that's how it is. I came to YouTube and hit panels from Barbie Girl Tina's Matrix, where everybody talks to everybody and just roast and joke. That's what I like to do. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying you're a transformational character that you
Oh
change depending on what show you're on.
no, it's I have respect for the host. I'm not gonna go in somebody's house and just start walking in there with my shoes on. You feel me?
So, but the thing about it is, so you brought energy to me, and you call it roasting, whatever the case may be. I didn't say anything to you initially. See, you are you not getting how
Know
that?
for a fact who started it, but I'm gonna take that I started it because I don't care. I mean, if I said something in the
Okay.
chat, then saying something in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You saying it's bringing energy to you. How do you know what energy is bringing if it's words? You
Because
decide to
words have,
bring it to life. You bringing it to life.
brother.
I said the same shit I said to you to Lester, and me and Lester cool. Like
I
I'm
ain't.
just
I'm not.
talking.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you, brother. You're not listening. I'm not saying it disrespectfully either. I'm not Lester. You and I don't have. We had never had an interaction before. So it's almost like you're at a party with people and you don't know some cat and he started joking with you. It's like, who the hell are you? You don't. I don't know if you catching that or not. But you and I could have had great dialogue if I had an introduction with you and that introduction wasn't disrespect. Man to man, that's where conversations get broken down. I love to support your channel, but if you come at me with a wrong introduction, dude, I don't want to deal with you. Are you? I mean, does that make sense?
I feel you, and let me. I got you. You might want to continue. Go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm all about dialogue. I will
All right,
listen to
so
what you got
bet.
to say.
So you gotta look at it like this. I go in a lot of places, and the entire chat is always coming at me. So I'm gonna joan on everybody. It's certain people who I'm cool with. Like I say hi to people, or I just come say hey to the chat, and everybody who say hey to me, we'll talk from then on out. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people in the chat. So I'm cool with people everywhere. But for the most part, like I done got attacked by a whole chat full of wabbits. I done got attacked by a whole chat full of Quamites. I done got attacked by a whole chat everywhere. You feel me? So I'm looking at everybody like, nigga, you can get it if you about to say, if I'm a roast everybody. Everybody come at me collectively in a group. So it is what it is.
Bro, listen, this is like I said, this is YouTube. Everybody has a real life that they have to go home to.
That's a fact.
But at the same time, respect is something demanded, not requested. So if
It's a fact.
you want to have solution driven dialogue, which I think we should start having anyways, you can't come in with that type of introduction. If you and I had a conversation and then, it's like, okay, well, we're joking with one another, I get that. But see, the problem is I think a lot of people don't understand what roasting is. Roasting is, you talk about my weight, you talk about my glasses, talk about my hair. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Excuse my language. Sorry about this, Selena. I don't care about that. Okay. But when you start going in and you start saying, oh, people aren't a man, and you start calling them a bitch and you start doing things like that, dude, whatever message you're trying to give, you want to have later on, whatever dialogue you want to have later on. I've seen your interactions with Garrick, man. I'm telling you, I may not have caught the beginning of it. Dude, you be saying some sly stuff. So I don't know if you and Garrick can repair their relationship or not. But dude, if you can, it sounds like you're acknowledging that
What you mean by slide? I didn't get that. I don't mean to
what?
interrupt, but I need to know what you meant by slide.
So, like, for example, in this chat right here just now, when Garrick was talking, the whole time you're in that chat trolling, calling him not a man. You're saying all this other stuff. You got other people gassed up in the chat going with you and stuff. Why not just wait and listen to what the man was saying instead of chatting and trying to type? Dude, you got to listen, because it's hard. It's hard to listen when you're waiting to
lies. It's hard to listen to somebody just lying on you the whole time.
Dude, that's why you, John. That's why you're here now. You got it now. So you can wait to make your case, but you got to listen to what's being said.
That's true.
Listen, having this dialogue with you right now, I ain't got no energy. Having this dialogue with you right now, I ain't got no energy for it. I mean, I ain't got no bad energy with you. Yeah, but I'm just letting you know you came at me wrong. And so I'm gonna give you what you give me. But if you give me dialogue, brother, I'm gonna give you dialogue. If you give me respect, I'm gonna give you respect. And all these people who are trying to gas you up, and I'm looking at some of them, they're like, you know where you're at, like YouTube. Just because YouTube has fake names, fake people, and I salute you for saying, telling me that's your real picture, because I didn't think it was. Just because it's fake people on here, and some of y'all people who are saying that are fake people, doesn't mean you give fake respect. Respect is something that happens, whether it's on the internet, whether it happens in the grocery store, whether it happens at your job, whether it happens on your phone. So, bro, I would recommend stop. If you say I'm trolling because of this, I wouldn't even do the trolling thing.
But you know what?
I don't troll.
If you was to be like, hey, bro, don't play with me like that. I don't even joke like that. I have no choice but to respect it, because you telling me that's what, instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people who don't want to joke. You feel me? And certain people roast a certain way. Like me, the way I roast is different. Like,
John, you got to read, bro. You got to read the room. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's a fact. I already know. But that's one of my problems, that certain people around me, like I've observed from certain people, was like, yeah, it's funny, then it go past the bar a little too far. I just tap that line and go a little too far sometimes. But besides that, it be shit, all fun for me.
Okay, well, yeah, and like I said, I'll laugh and joke with the rest of them, man. And I'll laugh with the rest of them. I'm not a good joker. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a good. That's why I don't roast. I'm not a good roaster. But at the same time, bro, I'm gonna just say, start reading the room. I would say don't go trolling different channels. Stick to people you like. If you're down the middle and you're down the middle neutral, Selena says you are. I don't know, because I don't know you in those other chats, because I literally do not go to people I don't mess with. I don't do that. But if you're down the middle, or if you just read the room better. And like I said, some people live to troll. Some trolls are sent. Trolls will have fake names. Trolls will have fake profiles, fake avatars, whatever the case may be. But you're still a real man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
they made you a human being for sure.
All right.
Let me ask you this, John Show. You said that Garrett was lying in the chat. What was he lying about?
Um, he said so much. Like that's the problem. I don't like when it's so much being said because I can't remember everything you said. Like let's have a conversation. You say a few key points, then let me respond. Then I say some key points, then you respond. Don't make like 8, 9, 10. Like that's too many points to have a conversation. At that point, I'm like, shit's getting lost. You just saying something just so that you can be talking at that point. And I don't like that shit.
Okay. And he was saying, you were saying that the beef started on
Oh,
another
right.
content creator.
Man, the beef started on Barbie Girl Tina panel. That's him and Blizzy was talking on the panel. They was talking too much. I'm like, bro, y'all share the mic. If y'all know Barbie Girl Tina, y'all know that it's a war zone over there. Everybody roasting, talking shit, all that.
Mm.
So I just started going in on them. And I think that's one of the times where I went a little too far, right? I went on him so hard, everybody got quiet real quick. And he was like, damn, why you so mad at me for? And I was like, damn. But then the next time I seen him, he didn't say nothing to me. So I was like, all right, he don't want no problems. That's cool. So then when he was talking about, I was trying to tell him how to talk to women in the chat. Like I didn't say that. He was just typing some shit. And this was supposed to be All the Smoke Sunday. And I read what he wrote. I said, bruh, you don't need to write that in the chat for everybody to see. And he was like, "Why?" He got on the panel. Matter of fact, we was talking trash in the chat, and then he got on the panel, and KB said, "We're gonna start the All the Smoke." And as you can see, if y'all watch that video, in the beginning it was all laughs because I just came up there to joke with him off some funny shit. It only got aggressive when random people I didn't know start popping up out the woodworks. Like I don't like when people gang up on me because I had certain situations in my life. You know what I'm saying? Where it's different shit. You feel me? So it's different for me.
Roy Lee said, reading the room must be a challenge. Folks will go to a beef channel expecting a civil conversation. So you can't have in the beef sector, you can't have a civil conversation. I'm just asking a question.
Man, they clowned me when I first got up here because I was talking about sage and meditation and crystals and all that. They was going
Okay.
in on me. That shit I keep to certain people know and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Now Garrett's coming up. I don't know if he, now Garrett, do you want type in the chat, private chat if you want John Show to drop down and come back up when you leave or what? Just let me know. 'Cause, he can stay. Okay, I'm gonna add Garrett up. Hey Garrett.
Hey, Selena. Hey, I just wanted to say right quick. I wasn't gonna comment on what the guy was saying. I just wanted to let you know something. I kind of caught the back end of it about you saying you didn't want to do no more interviews with people in this section. I really do. I hope you'll reconsider because I feel like you can bring calmness, to situations,
Absolutely.
interviewing.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Can you
Absolutely
hear me?
not. Yes, I hear you. I absolutely not. I
Oh,
will not.
well, this is what I was gonna say, Selena. I wouldn't if I was you. I mean, I know you probably made your decision, but if I were you, I wouldn't care about what people have to say about you interviewing people, and they don't give a damn about you anyway.
No,
You
it's not
know.
so much of that. It's just that when I'm doing interviews, it's not to cause drama and mess. So when it comes off
Yeah.
like that, it's something
Uh,
that I'm not gonna entertain. So I'd rather move
yeah.
around, do something different, and do a whole group of other people that don't know and they don't have nothing to do with nobody doing nothing to nobody. It's just what they've been through, how they made it, and where they are now. That's what I want to stick to. Other than that, hell no. Because
And,
these
and
people,
and you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, because people kind of read stuff the wrong way, and I just don't have time for it. So I rather do interviews that is based on that type of thing. Because yeah, this sector is not for me to
And you
interview.
know what? And that's a shame, Selena, because I just feel like this. I feel like that the same people that wanna, you know, critique and make reaction on you, make reaction on what you do. You know, these are the same people that can say anything about somebody. They can put up thumbnails about people. They can display the most despicable behavior, in this sector. But they want to try to dictate to other people, and try to critique and try to judge off what you're doing. And I just think that's unfortunate. And I hate people like that want to, critique you off what you're doing. But the same people, can display the most, sick and outlandish behavior. And they feel like, and then on the other hand, they feel like, they have the nerve to try to tell you or try to react to your video, off something you doing that I feel like you talented at, and something that you want to do. So, but that's all I wanted to add, and that's all I wanted to say, before um,
And I
before you shut it down.
and I get that, and that's why, like I said, you like Raw Lee, you have to read the room. And even though I don't consider myself part of this sector, I'm like on the outskirts of it. It's still a lot of people that are in this sector and surrounding this sector, right? So I have to just be careful on what I cover, if that makes sense. I have to read the room. I have to understand some of the consequences or some of the assumptions or judgments that might be coming from it because of me interviewing certain people or certain situations. So I take accountability for that for myself. I just have to move differently and continue to kind of do what I need to do, and what's best for me, and
Yeah.
I want to go in my channel. But other than that, it's all good. I'm not gonna stop interviewing, that's for sure. It's just no one that I would like to. I don't want to do it and I do consider this a beef sector, so I wouldn't do it in this sector at all. Um, in any other
What?
beef sector for that matter,
What?
because
Okay.
one thing just Petty was saying, I gotta go back to this comment. It said something about um if you are sensitive or something. I gotta go back and see if I can find it. This sector is not for sensitive people. And even though I don't consider myself an emotional basket case, there is some things, if especially if I rock with certain people and they may say certain things that may not be favorable to me. Um it may rub me the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to I have to know what type of sector I need to belong in because I
But
don't think
Selena, like
uh
Selena, can I jump in
Yeah,
on that?
Selena, and right quick, Selena, before I hop down, what I say to that, and I'm gonna end it with this: don't let people dictate what you do that don't give a damn about you.
oh yeah, I
And
understand that.
and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm gonna hop
Mhm.
back down, and I'm still listening.
Salute,
Oh,
Gary.
okay.
I've been in the butcher listening.
Salute, bro. But
Thank you.
Selena,
All right, man.
I was gonna say this, but see that's the childish nonsense that you get on YouTube where someone say, "Oh, about sensitive." They confuse having civil dialogue and non-screaming. They confuse that as being sensitive. They
Hmm.
confuse speaking with good diction and having clarity, because I'm seeing what the comments some guy named King Stoner is saying about, like sounding unhetero or something like it's just it's like these children come in and they want to disrupt the adults. And my kids do that all the time. And that's like a kid. That my kids do that all the time when me and my wife are having a good conversation and they'll come in and start screaming. And then the louder we get, so we try to not hear them, they start talking louder too. So you just got to separate some of these kids who are in the chat conversating. And so, John, brother, I have no beef with you. If you good with me, I'm good with you. But I don't want you to be like some of these cats who are in the chat right now who are speaking disrespectfully because maybe they didn't have an adult figure or a male figure in their lives who spoke clear, who had an education and knew how to put sentences together. So we have to be able to have real dialogue and we have to be able to have real adult conversations to get to not only just the roasting, but get to the solutions as well. Because at the end of the day, we're all here for a reason, whether it's to pass time or whether it's to try to solve world problems. But either way, we have to coexist and we can talk together. So I just want to say, hey, salute to you, Selena. John, we good?
Yeah, we good. We good. For sure. Male
All
W.
right. So all right, well, we good. We good to go. King Stoner, you need to go to rehab, bro, because I'm telling you that weed done killed your brain cell. Whatever brain cell you had, you need to go, find your lost parent or whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is. Something about you is hurt. And you need to go sit on somebody's couch. And I'm talking about just let it all hang out, bro.
King
Let it all hang
Stoner.
Somebody out there loves you, brother. Somebody loves you. Hey, salute, sister.
Thank you, Mel. Well, you made me laugh. I appreciate that. That was very funny. I'm sure King Stoner has something to say behind that. King Stoner said pause. So thank you guys for coming in. Whoever came in. Do you want me to play a little bit more of your live that you told me, you gave me, you sent me today?
I'm actually pretty good. I mean, if Shorty don't have no combo or nothing about that, I ain't about to talk about them right now.
Well, I appreciate. Oh, okay. Hey, Lee, how are you? Selena, take notes from Shannon Sharp. He'll show you how to ignore the BS and stay on your purpose. My goodness. Thank you, Lee.
Sharp.
Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Whoever you are. I guess you have been watching me in the bushes. Selena, you can see how these guys. Okay. I'm not gonna games and reps, but I have to kind of censor what games and reps and be saying. But yeah, but it's all good. Yeah. But to me, it kind of when Roy Lee was talking about this is a beef sector, you not basically can't have civil conversations. You basically just have it's on my panel, but y'all kind of be in the same kind of chats, Kwame Brown and different chats. Y'all are kind of in the same chats, right? You and Mel W. I know. Do you go over there to Vince chat, John Show? Because I think Mel W is over there sometimes.
I've been there a couple times, yeah.
Or Garrett. Okay, so basically,
I think he be at I don't remember. I seen it somewhere. I don't remember.
Okay, but basically,
somebody say they don't have beef. I'm not gonna keep beefing with him. What does
yeah.
that mean? At that point, I'm a bully.
But see, it proves the point that even though y'all are in the B sector, y'all can still have a civil conversation. But some, that's just that. So it actually answers the question of what I was asking from the beginning. Because with me seeing this as a beef sector, can you actually have some conversations, or is it just going back and forth? Because that's what I was trying to understand. And so you just having a conversation with him, you just proved it.
Yeah, in real time, y'all.
You and him. Now you and Garrett, Mr. 86K, I
Uh,
doubt it. Very seriously.
he being
I
too fair.
doubt it.
Like I ain't gonna slander him, and he ain't here. I'm gonna respect your panel, Selena. You hear me?
Yeah, like I said, I want when people come over here, I want this to be a neutral channel where anybody can come and have a good time. We can talk about different types of things. So I appreciate you and respecting me for that. Guys, it is going 2 hours and 30 minutes. If nobody else wants to come up, John, if you don't have anything to say, I'm going to exit stage left. I've
That
had a long
that
day.
all I have to say is Happy Chinese Lunar New Year. You hear me?
Okay, whatever
Well,
that means.
it's the Chinese New Year.
Oh, okay. I'm not into that.
I know you ain't
J-
Chinese. I'm not Chinese either. But all right,
J-
y'all.
all right, John, thank you. Just
Ew.
Petty said, I mean, you can't have civil conversations, but don't complain if someone brings smoke. If someone don't like you, they will let it be known. Hmm. Don't like you on YouTube, like they really know you. But okay, I get you, Just Petty. If you don't like someone don't like you, just ignore them. And at the end of the day, that's all she wrote. Because that's basically what it is. Either you're gonna go back and forth with people, or you just gonna norm. It's up to you. And I'm choosing, yeah, because some of this stuff, it's not that serious. It's hard for most situations to come to a conclusion because you can go to both sides and hear two different stories. But what caused the disagreement? Correct. And that's very true. Mel W said, just petty, and people have the right to give you the energy you give them. Yes, indeed. Guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I really hope that people will just take this life for what it is, and don't add to it. Just don't, please. Just leave me alone over here in my little corner over here. And yeah, y'all be great and let me be great. I hope everyone the best. I hope everyone has a great weekend this week coming up. Um and just have some fun. Yeah, just have some fun and get out. Do something beyond YouTube. Have a great night. And remember, I don't have to know you to love you. Love you to Reese's Pieces. And bye.